One of these days, we're going to record the pre-show chit-chat. I swear we will. We'll go back to just rolling it live and just like letting everybody just kind of keep talking right into the show.
And post-show too.
For show, yeah. We gotta like do like recordings of those so we can do the blooper reels.
Yep.
Kellen, what's going on, buddy? How you doing tonight?
What's up, bud?
Really nice show for you guys tonight. We should have Lewis should be popping in a little bit later. Valor is on vacation. I don't think he'll be in, and I don't think Josh will be in. I haven't had confirmation on that yet. But yeah, so you get the three of us tonight and our special guest, Jorge. I'll let Matt do the formal introductions on that. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We got 7 in here already. Guys, feel free to just go ahead and pop into the chat anytime. Primary channel tonight is Melfi Collectibles, so that's at Melfi Collectibles. The link will be scrolling across the bottom of the whole show. Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah,
thank you.
So, all right, Matt, why don't you go ahead and do the introduction? We'll bring in our guest.
So I wanted to bring on, I've been looking to bring on other collectors, people in the groups that who are new to the hobby or just getting back into the hobby. And
what's up, Trey? Did he freeze?
Whenever he's doing a monologue,
he's faking it. We talked about this beforehand. We're pretty sure he's faking it. There's no way he can freeze this much as an IT guy. Nostalgia.
Yeah, I have checked everything. I'm about to throw like my router out the window. Just go buy another
Armando,
one.
what's up, man?
It's actually in my cart on Amazon, so I might just take it tonight and just be done with it.
It's all good, buddy. It's all good.
So,
it's just part of the show now. It's part of the show.
Yeah. But anyway,
if you didn't freeze, people would think something's wrong with their internet.
Yeah, he reached out to me, and we've become very close friends. And he's become a pretty good, kind of really nice collection of sketches. So he's been building up his sketch collection. A lot of Ash Gonzalez sketches. So I know some people have been like, "That's where that sketch I wanted went." So it's him. So,
yeah. Hey, David, how you doing?
But yeah, no, I wanted to bring him on so he could talk about. He's from originally from Peru. He grew up in Peru, so I want to talk to him about his experience being an international collector originally, when he was a kid, and what was available down there, and like how his experience has been in the hobby.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Kind of see the differences between what we grew up with being able to collect and how he grew up and what he was able to get being in Peru. So. Well, Matt's frozen. I don't know when Matt's going to be back. He was supposed to do the formal introduction. But Mr. Jorge Gonzalez, we're going to be bringing him in, correct?
Yep.
All right, man. Let's bring him in now. Jorge, how you doing, sir?
Hey, guys.
You up here?
What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, no. Matt.
No, he froze.
Fantastic. I love it.
It's perfect.
How are you guys?
I told you he's a fun guy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thanks for the invitation, guys.
Welcome in, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
It's always
really happy to have you on, man.
Kind of like see where they came from, challenges they had growing up and stuff like that. So Matt says you're from Peru. Tell us a little about growing up in Peru and your collecting days there and what got you to America and kind of where you came from as far as your collecting and where you're at now.
So first of all, thanks for the invitation. And I'm from Peru. For those who don't know, as a kid, I lived in Oklahoma, actually, in Tulsa.
Okay.
The funnest city in the U.S. And I remember I had to get up in class and tell them where Peru was because my teacher thought it was an island, the Caribbean. But no, it's a country in South America. It's right below Ecuador and above Chile and Argentina. And well, how did I get started on my love for Marvel and card collecting? I think it started when I came actually to the US with the 91, 92 Marvel sets, that everyone has. I just loved it. I mean, from the get-go, from the moment I saw it. And when I went back to Peru, I didn't have the possibility to find a lot of those things. So you just find like album, collectibles, stickers and stuff like that. Until in '94 was when I got this right here. I don't know if you guys ever seen it.
Let me make you bigger real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Pepsi card collection, which I believe, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's 94 Flair.
94 Flair, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, the backs.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the difference, it's got just the, Pepsi logo and and the description all in Spanish. And so this is what got me started again in South America. It was a big deal. And then, I started going, I couldn't find much cards. So when my dad traveled to the US, he'd bring me as many as he could, along with some GPK. And that's how it started for me.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. So where you were at in Peru, you said you just didn't have access to the cards other than the Pepsi collection. How was that? I mean, your dad bringing cards back, did he ever run into issues with like customs transfers and stuff like that?
I mean, he wasn't bringing me a case, right? But, he was bringing a couple of boxes, right?
Yeah.
He knew I wasn't going to take care of them. Back then, I wasn't very good at it until the Pepsi cards came out.
I think there's a lot of us kids that weren't very good at keeping our cards well protected early.
I found so many sun bleach cards that I left on like a windowsill and just completely forgotten. I'm like, yeah, whoops.
What's going on, Captain Crockpot? How you doing, man?
I know that happens. And then when I went back to the U.S., when I did my undergraduate, I went to Rochester, New York. And there I started again with the cards and a little bit of comics. But then went back to my country and stopped a little bit. But now that I'm here, I've been here for like 7 years. I've started once again with Marvel Metal Spider-Man. Just love the set, so went all in. Yeah.
Let's Rip Australia says Peru has a very nice Batman set that released this year. Fire art. Interesting.
I did see it. I didn't know it was from Peru. I bought it in Whatnot, but they're very small. They're like this big, and the quality of the card is not that good.
So they're small, like the same size as like the capsule cards you would get from like anime.
Yeah, I would say I'd say it's around there, but the quality of the paper is not that great. But the art is amazing. It's just amazing. Nice. Yeah.
ZX Trucker says, "Yo, Jorge, hello all. What's going on, ZX Trucker? How you doing?"
Oh, that's
size.
What are you showing us,
it's
man?
not the same one, but like
okay,
that
so not quite the size of the mini. So it's like between the minis and the base card, kind of like in between.
I have no idea where this came from.
That trucker person is Alan Bouchamp. He's from the MCCW group.
Oh, cool! Welcome, Alan.
He's helped me out to complete my annual set, which I'm almost done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of trades with Annual. I've opened a bunch of blasters and a bunch of hobbies, and I'm working on some more trades and stuff. And I bought a batch and I sold a batch, and now I'm working on some trades to work on some other sets I'm working on too. And so it's nice to be able to do that.
What are you chasing in the annual set?
I'm not going crazy. I mean, I've learned my lesson with Spider-Man Metal.
Yeah.
Trying to, go for the stars. I'm just going for all the base sets, silver, all the canvas, and I'm stopping at the Creator's Corner Auto. So I need one more, and I'm done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Dre says cigarette pack card size. The ones from Peru are nice. Matt Fuller says, "Evening, folks," and he loves your shirt.
Thanks. Oh, Matt. Thanks, Matt.
Matt Fuller. Yep. From the MC. Bob A. What's up? Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Good overnight. We got people all over the world watching tonight, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, man. If you need, I got a whole bunch of extra annual. I got a bunch set aside right now, but I've got a bunch of extras that if you need any, let me know. I'll see if I have what you do need for your sets.
I got like 20 silvers left, which I think Alan's going to take care of me because he just bought another case, so I think he's got enough. Yeah,
Dre, that is Mr. Matt Fuller.
The Matt Fuller.
So that's awesome, man. So what are you right now? You're on annual. What are you working on overall, or what's your anticipation for like future sets? Like, what are you looking forward to?
I'm really looking.
Other than annual, are you collecting currently?
Yeah, so I finished FUA, but just the base and all the subsets up to the medallions and checklists. So I'm done there, and I got rid of all my blues and oranges and whatnot because it's I can't get involved in that. So, but I'm really looking forward to Loki. I think that's going to be a really nice set, and I'm looking forward to Avengers versus X-Men as well. Allegiant, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, that should be a cool
Yeah,
set.
that'll be a fun set for sure.
Some artists have been posting a lot of sketch cards, which we already know what set those are coming from because we can tell. And I froze again.
No, you're not. Good.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, no, now you're frozen.
Now you're gone.
Now
Yeah.
he's frozen. You got the preemptive froze in there.
Did you guys get the non-sports
I don't know what's
update
going on, man. Like it was working
magazine?
perfectly fine earlier.
Did we get the what?
I saw
The
Justin talking
non-sports
about it.
update magazine. Yeah, there was a whole spread of Marvel. It was like mainly Marvel focused.
Is that a subscription?
Yeah, I think I think it's pretty cheap. Like, I don't remember what it was, but I signed up after they showed off pictures of beginnings cards, and
Hey,
then
Brittany.
I just got my first magazine in, or second magazine, and it was all about Marvel.
Don't know. If you can send me that information, maybe through
Yeah. Yep.
Jordan. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's just I mean, there's so many things coming out in the near future. It's nuts. Like with being, you know, how we were fed kind of through COVID with hardly anything, and then getting like a set like almost every 2 to 3 months.
Oh, it's gonna be a wave now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
nonstop.
Yeah, I think they're knocking out these movie ones that they have contractually that they have to get out of the way. Like we shouldn't be getting Eternals right now, right? Like, that makes no sense. That movie's 2.5 years old. It makes no sense to get a card product
Yeah.
now for that. But it is going to be nice to get some of these sets out of the way to hopefully in 2024 get back on track and have some sense of normalcy with the releases.
I would
And I think-
assume like late 2024, maybe early 2025 is probably when they'll be able to start building in normal set releases, right? Like
Mhm.
they're still behind on so many things, and we've seen card stock from, you know, random IPs and hearing about more. So I think it's going to be a couple. Yeah, it's going to be a while.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be a while.
And I think
what-
if you're not a PC collector, you have to be very selective of what sets you go into because it's just a lot of money, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Money.
Yeah, like I like to build the sets, but I like to also pick which sets I want to build the sets for, like for my binders. I do the annuals just because I have they're pretty easy to build the set, which is nice. Fleer Ultra, I mean, I did 10 hobby boxes and 6 blasters of Fleer Ultra, and I just completed the base set. Like it didn't make sense after 5 boxes to keep opening boxes to try to go after the base set, but I was also going after greens and those other different parallels and stuff like that and the inserts. But they mentioned earlier in the chat that Peru had that Batman release, and Let's Rip Australia messaged me though, so I want to show you guys these and see what you think here.
Oh, those are nice.
Oh, where'd it go? Get back here. There it is. So he sent me three images here.
Yep,
I'm gonna
that's
show
on the
these.
Peruvian one. Yep,
Yeah, that's really cool.
it's beautiful.
That,
Yeah, I thought
reminds
the
me of
face in the
that reminds
bottom
me of
right
Heath
corner
Ledger.
was
Dude, I was thinking
part of
about
the
that
card.
too.
Like,
That there. No, I think it's just like a message bubble.
yeah, it's just his message bubble.
Yeah. And then because I had to download them because my computer wasn't showing the images, because sometimes your images you got to use the app to see them. So I had to download them and then send them to myself on Facebook. But that one reminds me.
Yeah,
of
these
Heath
are
Ledger.
nice.
That looks like Heath Ledger to me.
I'm gonna have to check these out.
That's so
Silly
cool.
joke.
Yeah.
Do we know
Really
who
cool.
the manufacturer of these are?
Um,
Is it? It's not. It looks like Cryptozoic, but
this says DKY or DKV here. I don't know if that's exactly what it says there. It could be slightly, because it is just kind of down there at the bottom. And then, Keith, how dare you? Oh, funny. Did you guys see Keith's comment?
I
Yep.
saw it. You never know what's going to happen, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
These
Look, we
strange-
don't make them. You got to blame Valor, but you can't blame Valor because he's not here today.
Well,
Also,
talk,
what's going on?
talking about Ash, Jorge's been collecting a lot of Ash's recent sketches, basically, that he's put out,
Yeah.
the older ones. So, do you want to share with us those sketches so everybody can see just
Yeah,
how
let me-
amazing the art is on those?
Yeah, let me do that right now.
Sure. Take your time, man.
What's up, Oak?
Blame
Do you
is-
want to, Matt? Do you want to do this now or?
Oh,
Time is
We
precious.
can.
Right?
We can hold off for a little bit, and my internet just died again. I think. Or y'all
he's
just
okay with
faking out. I can't tell.
No, it's you. You're frozen.
Oh,
now.
I guess
His
we
freeze is
freeze
delayed.
first,
His
and
freeze
then
is delayed.
he, yeah.
So let's do this. Let's take this guy gone, and let's bring in. Jorge's going to show us some art here. He's going to show us some Ash art, right?
So do you want me to start with Ash, or do you want me to start with others and then finish it at Ash?
We could, if you got a couple Ash, we could start with Ash. And then, all right, we'll bring Matt back now.
Let's have to restart my machine in a minute because it's.
Let's start with Ash, and then we can finish with Ash.
Let me show you the one that I have on ePack, which is this one right here. Oh, it's from WandaVision.
From WandaVision, nice. Magneto.
Yeah, it's Magneto.
So we have another guest here. Sir, you drinking the drink. Can you tell us a little bit about this card?
Yeah, that's old Magneto, man.
That's old Magneto. Now, how do you know this card?
I might have drawn that. I don't know.
Dude.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, Ash? How you doing, buddy?
Just drinking some tea.
He's giving you the praises. Everybody together. All hail Ash Gonzalez.
Like that Kermit meme. Don't mind me, I'm just sipping.
You're right in time, my man. Right in time. We
right in time.
Pre-show chit chat, and then just brought in Ash Gonzalez. You guys all know him. Keith says, "How you tease me with the X23 and Ash on the promo picture." That's how we get you in here. That's how we get you in here. House and Hobby did ask, "What's been going on with the man?" Nobody knows.
We have no idea.
Nobody knows. I mean, they're finally officially announcing Allure, and that's been around a while. Get through some of the chat. We'll get caught up here. Professor Oak running around the chat rooms panicking again. Yeah, he could be. He could be. Oak, all you got to do is click one of the links. And if you click the link in the Discord, it's going to take you right to the channel you got to be at for the primary chat. So, and just like that, totally redeemed. He says, "You're welcome. Glad we can help you, Keith." Magic hands, Ash. Armando says, "What's up?" T equals bourbon. Agreed. I'm a vodka guy myself, but yes, T equals bourbon. Yes, Brittany.
I'll show you the first stash that I got.
Oh no, we lost him.
Yeah, he ran. Oops.
That is
amazing.
gorgeous. Yeah.
The detail he puts into like all the fine aspects of it.
It's just so real. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Is Matt's is Derpa's internet stuff rubbing off on you there, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just bought that other router. I went on my phone. I was like, screw this.
we were just talking about this one here. Jorge brought this one up. You recall
that's a beautiful one. Yeah.
It is. It's dude. The detail you can get into all the different aspects of the art that you do is amazing. Like
Thanks,
in
man.
the hair, it just looks like you could reach out and touch the hair.
I hate hair, man.
Her eyes too.
That's one thing I hate is doing hair.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. It's just for some reason, like I guess after doing so much of the face, and the hair is like the last thing I do is somewhat annoying because I see too much. I don't know how to explain it because like I guess on skin I have it structured in my head a little different.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to hair, I see too many strands and it's too many jangle, like
Melfi, you ready? We'll do the little hat reveal.
too much strands of hair.
What happened?
Do we all hate hair because we don't have any?
Well, use all.
We're all bald, man. That's why we all wear hats.
Jorge's got hair. And Ash.
I still have a little bit. Yeah.
We got to get you some bald characters to draw, some silver.
Yeah,
stuff like
that would be awesome. That's why I like doing Spider-Man.
There you go. Yeah. Now, Jorge, I don't personally recognize who that character was. Who was that?
That was Black Widow.
Okay. I was going to guess Black Widow, but I didn't. Okay. I didn't see the little thing down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
I was going to guess Black Widow, but I didn't want to assume that's who it was.
And
Yeah, I like to put.
You can't tell Ash that you don't like hair because it's actually the work you do with the hair is actually really good. So
I know.
Yeah.
I think that's why he's like, I wait till the end to do that because he hates it so much, but then he puts so much into it. But I can see that's like, I think it could be better from an artist perspective. You know, you hear the artists say that all the time. I think I could do more with this. I could do more with this. And they want it to be like perfect all the time instead of going, okay, I'm done.
It's like that last sprint to the finish line,
Mm-hmm.
and then it keeps. I keep looking at him like, oh, I gotta add more. Like just like you said, like I'm done. I'm done. I gotta walk away.
For sure, Jim. We need to turn off our overhead lights like Ash has his, so that way we can ban. Melfi says ban him. Put him in timeout.
Put him on timeout.
Now let me show you a picture of my girlfriend right here.
Chef, what's up?
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, there we go. There's that X23 that we were teasing Keith with. Where's
So
Retro at? That should wake Retro up.
Retro was so mad.
I'm sure. Jeff asks, Ash, have you drawn Gamora before?
yes.
Nice.
Who is your favorite character to draw?
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
NX23.
Ash, it was
It
nice
just
talking
depends.
to you. We'll see you later. Oh, I mean,
It just depends.
and X23.
Yeah, because mostly the blades. It's just in her and Wolverine. It just depends on what position, and what facial expression I can get him into.
Sure.
Sounds naughty almost, but either way.
That's a whole
Keith
other
says, don't
YouTube
worry
channel.
about
It's a
Retro.
whole nother YouTube channel.
Kellen, plug your ears.
Hi.
Tell Mama to mute it real quick.
Come.
If we start going like this, Kellen needs to
What
mute.
a special guest.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
She's the one that actually draws them. But
Right? I got my daughter. I commissioned my daughter to do a drawing for me, but she threw away the first one.
no.
Yeah, she's like, I finished it, but I didn't like it, so I threw it away. I'm like, I didn't even get to see it.
I have a picture of her drawing Batman. Actually, I was
nice.
actually going to post it because she was sitting in my lap in a chair and she's just scribbling, and then she disappears. And then I was like, wow, that looks actually pretty good. And then I just drew one eye, and then she drew the other eye, and then she just scribbled. And then she starts drawing like a garden on top of the head, so I just let her be. But
That's awesome.
it looks pretty. It looked like a Japanese Batman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Brittany says her favorite part is always the cheek structure and the lips for your artwork.
The
I
lips.
think it's the eyes for me. The eyes just are amazing.
Are
For
the
me,
third
it's been
part.
the hair. For me, it's been the hair. So Armando says if he's lucky, really. If you're lucky, really. He says
up, Armando.
you'll pull an Ash sketch from a pack. That's the ultimate horseshoe right there, I think. Keith says that you do Wolverine and X23 claws the best.
Oh, thanks, man.
Dre says, get naughty, Ash. It's a safe place. Wednesday nights, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a safe place on this show.
He's just
I just
trying
want to
get
say
a
thank you for
discount.
coming on, Ash. We appreciate it.
Oh,
We know you got a
absolutely.
busy
Yeah, thank
schedule. If anybody's in
for
the
having
Houston area, this weekend is Comic Palooza,
Mhm.
and Ash is going to be there, right? So y'all have time. Go stop by and say hello.
What city?
Check out stuff.
Houston?
Houston. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out there just to let everybody know. So
Thanks, Derpa.
So I have
Yeah, it's
this.
gonna be fun.
This is the last one I have.
Oh, yeah.
I know Justin's envious of that.
No, I forgot to put one part on her.
Send it back.
I can
Yeah,
send
in
it
the
back.
back.
Send it back up and
It's the black part around the neck of her costume.
all the collar.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I totally forgot to put that. And then
You got too worried about the hair.
yeah, it was the hair, man. Totally distracted me. And then when I scanned it, I was like, oh no, it's when I sent it, and then I realized something was missing. I was like, crap. Nah, it's okay.
So, Jorge, did you pull these all from EPAC then?
I
Or
wish.
did you pick them up through like trades and purchases and stuff?
So the Magneto, I picked it up through a trade. I had to give up an Elizabeth Olsen auto,
Ooh.
but
Okay.
sincerely to me, it was worth much more. The Ash sketch.
Cool, man.
And then this one I bought from someone in the MCCW group, Of course,
Okay.
I bought it. I paid for it in parts. Of course, he was actually great to let me get it that way. And then
we haven't shown this. He hasn't shown the Psylocke sketch yet.
the what?
Ken asked if he missed the Psylocke sketch.
I don't have that.
No, he didn't. I was kind of wondering. Like, I saw that when they made the image, and I was like, wait, he doesn't have that one. But sorry, yeah, he doesn't have the.
So a little
Psylocke
tease,
sketch,
I guess, from Valor to bring a few more of you in. Keith
Yeah.
got rewarded with the X-23, but I guess you get left out with the Psylocke, Ken. Sorry.
And the X we won it through a bidding through Ash.
Yep.
So that was
Oh,
awesome.
nice. Through like
No,
IG.
that's-
Oh
sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's cool, man.
If you guys are ever interested in his sketches, he does he's got. Are you? Is that Storm going to be one that's available soon for bidding or?
Yeah, it's like it's over in like maybe a couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Fine art by Ash on IG, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Captain Crockpot says, many of your women seem to have an Eastern European influence or look to them. Is that by design?
No, it's just by whim of. Just I go for certain looks. I just don't pick random chicks. It depends on it just depends really on their look and how they are. I look for a certain look and then I pick what character might go with that look. And then like for the X-23, it could have been anybody, or that or any of those girls. It could have been anybody, but I usually lean on what could work. Like the blades, yeah, like, all right, cool, that would work. And then the rest, it just depends on what I'm feeling. Like, I haven't drawn a Black Widow in a while, so I'll just do a Black Widow.
Right? Those bloody Europeans.
European women are nice.
Well, Oak's originally from England, so he's in Florida now. We've converted him. He was just a couple hundred years late for the boat, so but he's on board now. So yeah, that's really cool. So Ash, what was the most recent set that you worked on that's been announced and released that you were a part of? Not anything that hasn't been announced yet, just stuff that's already been out. Because I know there's stuff you can't talk about. So like you weren't in any of the movie sets that came out, right?
No, I'm surprised, but I hate to say I'm surprised. I mean, because I believe I do faces pretty well, and they're always scared about, it won't look like the person, but I feel like I'm pretty confident I could do that and pull that off. But I think it's because the way my situation went down with the last set I just pulled off. I mean, it's just a guess, but like the Jobs from Upper Deck hasn't been really flowing, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of a breather because I still have like tons of other work, and I'm kind of glad that I had time to finish out this last set that everybody's been talking about. It's a hint, and it's like everybody's video. Everybody asks first about any news about this, any news about that.
No,
but
I don't want to put you in a situation where you got to potentially slip and disclose something you don't want to disclose. So that's why let's talk about stuff that you've done recently that's already been released that people can look for your cards in.
Oh, just WandaVision for now.
Just WandaVision for now. So
yeah,
that's the movie set then. Okay.
Yeah,
and that was kind of like the first one that came out was the WandaVision. Oh,
yeah, I think everything that's going to come out this year, I'm going to be in it, and
nice.
I just say like in beginnings. Anime, premiere, and then and another one, and that's it.
Nice.
I went hard on anime. I've got like almost half a case.
Now they announced the checklist for Allure, and I haven't dug into it, so I haven't looked to see who any of the sketch artists are. If there are sketches, there are sketches because you could potentially hit them in the boxes. Are you in the Allure set?
No.
Okay. Cool. So there you go, guys. If you're looking to get Allure to chase Ash sketches, save your money for the next product.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Premiere because that set killed me. Like I had everything on time, and everything was flowing and all that. And then Premiere came around, and I had so many ideas because they had all these different sizes of cards and stuff, and like the 5x, I think 3s, and then the quad set and the triple set card, and then man, I gunned out all my ideas, and it came out pretty successfully, but it set me back because Upper Deck kept sending me like projects, and I had to turn a couple down. And I was like, crap, man.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It worked out.
You got their projects, plus you got the commissions that you're getting on the side of things, plus whatever other artwork you're doing, the shows that you're doing, and all that too. It does very time consuming. And then we've heard from other artists that their time constraints are pretty tight too for returning stuff to them. Nostalgic says you kill the realism on the faces, for sure. That's Cat says, great job on your sketches.
Yeah,
really remarkable. Truly enjoy them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the time constraint is pretty crazy, but I usually ask for time, and they'll give it. You just got to go around, like, just be nice about it, or stay in contact, and then
Yeah. Professor Oak, he does take commissions. I'm not sure kind of how far out his schedule is. I'm sure he can address that. But yeah, he's curious if you've ever done self-portraits in the styles of Marvel and anime. So like you would draw, you would draw myself in the style of like a Marvel or anime character. I think is what he's asking.
But you give him like giant Fabio hair, like just
flowing.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for that sketch. All right, chat. Let's go ahead and Nate the Great, long Fabio hair sketch.
Marvel Madness' Ash. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
I think Josh. I'm not sure if Josh is at a game tonight or not. Let's see. Ash is doing Unbound 2025, calling it now. That would be amazing as long as they can give him a nice set of characters.
Yes. Oh yeah, I've been watching y'all's Unbound.
Oh, no way. Yeah, that's
and roundtables and stuff, and the characters that come out, I'm kind of baffled by.
I know the arts,
and then I started
for almost every single one of them, but yeah, the character choices. It's tough.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all talked a lot about that, and I get it. They just want to push, probably the low run characters to show more than famous characters, and I like how y'all predict and stuff and see what comes out and whatnot.
It's a little tougher now that we don't get the hints. Like it was a little easier.
Yeah.
To go to like the library or the encyclopedia and be like, all right, these are our choices. Who do we?
Yeah, I've done that too. It's funny because I will go and search like all females in Marvel, and then I'll find a couple that I like, and a couple I'm like, I don't know if I could work with that. But I'll leave all the low tier or females that you've never heard for sets, and then try to do something interesting on that, because then I'll see if they got pulled, how popular are they when I drew it in that style, to see if it works, because then I'll probably do it for like a commission, or if I have an extra cards, I'll try it out on that card. As an artist, business-wise, I mean, I gotta see what works.
You said you're going to be in Premiere. Have you already returned your cards for Premiere then? So those are already back. Premiere will be available for pre-sale. Won't put you on the spot for that. My guess is sometime in June, being that they've already announced the set. Sometime in June, we'll probably get the pre-orders for Premiere. But
yeah,
when the release date is, that's
that I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping soon.
Oh. No Oak. We need an Oak in the anime style for sure. We need a Professor Oak in anime. So you need to reach out to Ash, find Art by Ash on Instagram, and set up that commission so we can see that. And then bring that on the show when you're a guest. But have you? He meant have you ever drawn yourself that way in anime or Marvel? Okay.
Yeah, I drew myself a couple times because I didn't have any models at the time for the last Marvel masterpiece.
Nice.
I was like Star-Lord and some other stuff, and Legion and some other stuff, I think.
Josh is trying to start stuff in the chat. He says, "What makes you better than Dre?"
Oh Lord!
I use real foil.
Oh!
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nostalgic says, "Give them all the women."
Nah, me and Dre talked about the foil thing. Oh yeah. Yeah,
you trying to get them to use a little bit more of the natural stuff.
No. We talked about that, I think at a long time ago, and it was actually before I got the foil that I use now. I tried, like, I went to Michael's one day and got this like paint, and this is not working out for me. And it was actually for a set, and I wanted to try to get this effect. And we talked back and forth about paint, and he said he does all his he has a certain type of paint and he airbrushes it on. I was like, I'm not going through the whole airbrushing thing again. So I used gold and silver, so I wanted to get different colors. So I did some research on like what Upper Deck uses as their foiling for their cards, all different colors and stuff. So I went searching through that, and I found a guy that knows of it, and then that took me down to another rabbit hole, and then I got some of that on hand, and then I used some of that in the last set I just finished.
Nice. Jeff says that he wants a Marvel Masterpieces set done by you. That would be crazy. And I think a lot of people would love to see an entire Masterpieces set done by you. So call it now, guys. 2024, releasing in 2029, because, Upper Deck.
I'm not as popular.
Marvel Masterpieces by Ash Gonzalez. So
hashtag
that'd
we
be
want
amazing.
Ash.
That's right. Let's get it rolling.
Hashtag we want Ash.
Popular, but we'll see.
That would be pretty popular, man.
Matt Fuller, that would be a test. Any chances there's any larger pieces that you're working on that might end up being in a printed card set? Hypothetically, of course.
Not at the moment. All of everything that I'm doing big right now is for commission and Comic Cons and stuff.
Hey, Swish, what's going on, bud? Ryan Davidson says, I love the art, so realistic and detailed. Really enjoy the Marvel twist on iconic photos. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Ryan.
If you're just joining us, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was saying, if you're just joining us, make sure you go to Ash's Instagram page, Fine Art by Ash, all together, and look at his work there. And is that the best way, in case someone does want to contact you about getting a commission done, would that be the best place for them to reach out to you for that? Okay. Just want to make sure they know.
Yeah, on the
Nightcrawler.
On my Instagram is the best part, and I'm usually there.
Yeah, that Nightcrawler's like a couple rounds here, hasn't it? I think that you auctioned that off on your IG, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then somebody, I still had it
in one of the groups.
And then one guy was trying. Say what?
I think that got moved along in one of the groups, I think, too.
Yeah. It went from two handlers, and then one guy got it for he got it with a bundle set that I sold to him. And then then he did whatever he want with it.
There you go. Nice.
But I love drawing Nightcrawler. He's such a awesome character.
There it is. Hashtag we want Ash. There you go. It has begun. You got to put that out on Instagram, though, Swish. That way it actually gets growing.
So, Ash, I had a quick question for you. I see
What's
like
up, dude?
For GPK, Garbage Pail Kids, I see a lot of artists that create their own art, and then they sell it in their, on their own 25, 30 card set. Is it time that stops you from creating something like that? Like a set by Ash Gonzalez?
Just time. I have to, because commissions come first, and then everything else, like in the set. Then I have to balance that with the sets that I have with other companies. What happened?
Nothing. Lewis came in. So
what up?
Okay.
You're good.
Sorry, Lewis jumped in the chat, so it moved him to the middle window, was what happened. So, but you're good.
Uh-oh. I think he's, yep.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm good. Derpa's internet is coming on to me.
My bad.
No, but Garbage Pail Kids, if you're saying Garbage Pail Kids, like if what's keeping me from doing like a whole set.
No, I was just taking the example that I see artists from GPK that do their own sets, and I was just wondering what stopped you from like creating your own set that many people could buy, right?
Oh, yeah. So I was in the works of doing that, and then I decided to go a different route for a more long-term venture, and that's what happened with that set. Because I was going to go with the mini guy, and but all my stuff was going to be, of course, all my original base card for all my original art for the base cards, and then I'll have a new sketch in there and some other bigger art that would go into the box. I still have that lingering in the alley, but like I said, I decided to go a different route. So I don't know if you like. Did I freeze? I had to freeze.
No, you're good.
Nope, you're good.
I'm not frozen. Thank God.
I see myself, and I froze in the most awkward position.
Swish Rip says he still rips Space Jams in hopes of pulling an Ash sketch.
What? See, I'm surprised nobody hasn't got any of the cards. I saw one or two, but that's fine. I don't know how that all works because it's all hidden in there, and I don't know
for themselves.
Yeah, and I don't know if they don't tell us if they're gonna keep them all on e-pack or put them in the box, and that's kind of aggravating. Because they did that for annual last year, and I told, I was like, yeah, they're all in the box. That's all I know. And then I found out everything's on e-pack.
That's disappointing because people buy the boxes in anticipation that they might be able to pull a specific artist sketch like yourself.
I was shocked when I pulled that sketch out, like my first box.
Swish. I mean, there's probably not a ton of people out there ripping Space Jam, so they could just still be out there.
That's cool. Space Jam, DM me what you got. Or Swish, DM me what you got. I'm curious of what you got. That'd be cool. I'm always interested.
I didn't lock up today. Okay. So with anime, did you change? You said you're going to be an anime coming up, correct?
Correct.
Did you change your style up any for that, or did you stick with the same style? Did you have to change it to make it more look like an anime style, or I'm just curious?
I totally changed my style up. So I grew up in the mid to late 80s, and then started off with the 90s anime. So I grew up seeing all that era of anime, and then so when I got offered that, I decided to do that style of anime, of course, with all Marvel characters. So I'm very excited to show that and see how that plays out.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Is there any aspect of your art that, other than looking at the back of the card to see that's an Ash Gonzalez card, that somebody could look at your art and say, because you changed your style completely to more of an anime style, is there any aspect that you do in your art consistently that would translate over to that? Nothing. Wow.
Not in that set.
That's going to be fun then.
Yeah.
People pulling sketches.
I really did something I wanted to do different. Yeah. So I was. Yeah, I just have to flip it over and see my name, and that's about it.
Did you have fun with it, or did you find it like more challenging than?
Oh no, I had fun with it, man. I pretty much zipped through that set pretty quick because I didn't have to do too much rendering like I do on faces and stuff. So, and it just went down to 2D cell shading, so it was fun.
That's cool.
Professor Oak says your Venom version of Michael Jordan is a mic drop vibe.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I love doing sports crossovers. Ever since Spidey got me hooked on that, and then I get offers on or commissions or whatever. I've been
because he had you do the Jordan rookie card with Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, and then the other one, the Nike promo set, and then I think after that, a whole bunch. I just got DM to do some other stuff.
I think the coolest part
I've never heard of.
I think the coolest part for me about that Spider-Man Jordan crossover for the rookie was that you made it off center, because that was the art that you had to go off from, was off center. So they dinged him on centering on the sketch card.
Yeah, and that was before grading, and I didn't know he was going to get graded. And then I was like, all right, I'm sorry.
Did he get a 6 on that, I think?
I don't remember what grade he got on it, but
It was this. I think it was a CGC6, and I was like, "What the hell?"
And then he got a 2.5 on his
Dre sketch.
On the Dre sketch, yeah.
I know
does that
one.
mean Ash is better than Dre, graded better. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
By the grade. That's what summed it up.
Grade. Gotta go by the grade. Too funny.
Oh my lord.
I know one collector has a Wolverine Jordan crossover, and he was adamant about getting it centered. So I was really measuring. I was taking out rulers and measuring.
Spidey's video and like, I'm grading this.
Yeah, because he said he goes with Beckett to go get it graded. So I had to make sure it was perfect on each end.
You don't need to say too much more. I think we can all guess who it is.
I'm pretty sure you know. Wolverine Beckett can only say those two things. He lives in Louisiana. You're done.
I did pick up this from Ariel, so I can't afford your slam dunk there, but Ariel did have this one, so I snagged that from him for my nephew, because I showed my nephew your sketch, and he was just like, "Holy cow!" Like, because he's starting to get really into Marvel cards, and I've got a few sketch cards that I purchased for him, like some Chris Foreman's, some other stuff. So, but yeah, hopefully one day when he gets a little older, I'll be able to snag one of yours and maybe leave that to him in the future.
So Jorge,
my sketches don't go anywhere.
Jorge, you only have the 3 sketches from Ash right now, right?
And the Magneto.
And the Magneto.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so the 4.
And I wrote to Ash on Facebook Messenger, and I gave him an amazing idea of a sketch.
Oh yeah.
The Wolverine and the Infinity Gauntlet that I'm hoping he does. So I'm waiting for him to I have some time for you. So.
That'd be cool if like the claws were actually glowing, like all 6 were actually glowing like the Infinity Stones. Like the colors radiating through this claws.
The idea I gave it is like the claws have gone through. So he's put on the Infinity Gauntlet, and the claws have gone through because the force is so much he can't control it, and the claws have ripped apart the gauntlet, and he's melting away. But his ability to recuperate is allowing him to still hold on to it. So nobody steal that idea, please.
Yeah, nobody.
It's already in the works. It's already been put out there. It's first in line.
Because then now it's going to be a competition.
Oh yeah,
I'm cool with that. I love good competition. It's just going to get brutal.
Well, anytime you throw Wolverine into the mix, just like Spider-Man, it becomes a bloodbath. That's for sure. So Jorge, who's your PC character then?
I can't say I have one right now. I mean,
you don't have one right now?
No, I don't. I just love the art. I mean, it's gotten to that point. I mean, I could say in the past I loved Venom and Carnage, but now it's more in line of just loving the art, and that's why I've started moving towards sketches, because just having that piece of art that nobody else has, I think just makes it so special. And I know you guys talked about this in the past. About artists and not getting, the attention that they should, and I completely share that. Last week when you had
Ariel
on last week, yeah,
I was surprised at the prices and such of his sketches, and to have a one-on-one. I mean, how can you even compare, right? And so I just love that.
Well, like you said earlier, like for those that came in a little bit later in the show, you traded away the Elizabeth Olsen auto from WandaVision to get the Ash sketch without even thinking about it. You're just like, yep, to me, this is worth it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I totally agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's just a sticker that someone has thrown in front of them, a big sheet, to sit there and sign and sign and sign and sign. And they're getting tired because, like you look at the signatures and they degrade over how long it takes them to sign. Like one of the signatures for the person who played Monica Rambeau, it looked like it said Monica Dumbhead. Because
you see with sports a lot where it's just they put their first initial and last initial, and that's it, because they're signing so many stickers.
But that sketch is something that somebody has put many hours.
Ash has held that in his hand. He put all that time into creating that, and now you have it. And that's the only one of that that's ever going to exist.
And that's the way I see it, and that's the way I think should be the price based of all this, right? I mean, but again, others think differently, but it's a work of art to me.
Yeah, well, I think the more
Thank you.
more we can talk about it, and the more we can share these artists' experience and get them on, I think the more that's going to help with their values and stuff. Now, people might not like that because it's going to drive prices up on some stuff, but if it helps the artists get more work and better pay from the companies that are hiring them, then it's worth it. So
yeah, I completely agree. Like I love Envil and Jovenel Mendoza, and I have been outbid drastically on several sketches now. Like I was going after there was a Wolverine one that was on eBay, and I had a max bid of like $200, and it went for $300 almost. I just got
Das
lucky.
Cat says that. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I got lucky and got this one. Like I was up at 3 a.m. when ComC put it on the marketplace, and I was like, okay, that's mine. So yeah.
Das Cat says, Ash, give me a good Daredevil or a good Sabretooth, like 1990s animation Sabretooth. That's what I'm missing for my Wolverine stuff, is a nice Sabretooth to go with the Wolverine cards.
I have some. They're in the set. You're gonna have to go hunting for it though. Speak of that, I made a couple for the last set. I made good hunting.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean that big poofy hair coming down the shoulders, the really bulky, super tall Sabretooth when he's compared to Wolverine,
like Mark Texiera style, like when he was drawing Wolverine, and like Sabretooth was just this hulking mass, with blood dripping from his claws. Like that's the Sabretooth I like. Are there certain like comic book artists that influenced you, Ash, like when you were younger, like it started to draw? Or
oh yeah. So the first one was Alex Ross. He I was like in the 90s, and I was like, I think the first books I saw of his was Kingdom Come, and I was just glued to that book. And then later on, it was Marko Djordjevic. He's a German artist, and he's done a lot of covers, but he went digital. But I've seen him do some traditional work, but I liked how he did his digital work, and he treated it like it was traditional. And he started each digital painting just like if you would paint it in real life. And his renderings, he drew it all from memory, and that's threw me off, because to this day I can't do that. Like if you tell me you draw this face, I can probably figure out nowadays, but I don't want to do that, because then I find it difficult, and I want to be able to do things easy, because that's where the rendering takes time, and I don't want to have to overthink it. So, but when he does like a rendering of a shadow, it just looked like he just painted it from a picture, and I'm like, man, that's some awesome memory. So it was Marko Djordjevic, and then my last Del Otto. I can't speak enough about Del Otto. I mean, I love his style, and his book, I think, was Secret Wars. I was glued to that, and I got all the variants and all the books like that, and from that set, and I just kept studying each page. And then of course all his other art, because he just can't stop. He just every piece is like a work of art to me that he puts out.
Nice. Captain Crockpot,
man, there's like so many.
Captain Crockpot asks, how come Spider-Man is your favorite to draw?
I like the wrinkles. I like drawing in like actual, like if the fabric was not spandex, but like just regular cloth, and doing all the fabric and the wrinkles, like I'm like right now, just all the wrinkles and stuff, and I like how the light hits it.
Like Miles wearing pajamas.
Just all the different ways too. Like if he's even,
like Miles wearing like in the Into the Spider-Verse, when he was wearing the costume he got from the store, like all the wrinkles and the detail in that costume, like it's what I was saying, basically,
basically, yeah.
The extra level,
because a while back,
the extra level of natural, appeal.
I love that detail.
Yeah.
And Yeah, all the fabric and stuff. I just love that.
Dirt, your computer stuff is contagious. It's spreading.
So it's OBS.
Contagious,
on mine.
man.
I'm not in OBS anymore. I jumped out of that, and it's been much
Yeah,
better.
I saw
so
that.
it's definitely OBS.
Swiss is wondering if you ever do Spawn characters.
Yeah, back in the 90s I did, or the early 2000s. Not if I get a set, a card, I'll be happy to do it. I love Spawn, so but not lately. It's all been Marvel and some Magic stuff or whatever.
Wolverine versus Deadpool. That'd be cool. That's Cat says Sabretooth from the animated series. That's what's up. Yep. I agree.
Yes.
Six Tucker says he admired sketches when everyone would share them, but really didn't really have the desire to dive into the market until I pulled one and had it in my hand. Now I have so much more an appreciation. I agree. I think once you pull them, if you know who the artists are, don't pull me. Find out who the artists are first. Don't do me and get rid of a Peach Momoko dual sketch for $250 when you don't know who the artist is. And when you ask your buddies, ask
yeah, ain't
more
that such a
buddies.
gem?
Yeah.
It's just such a painful
It's funny,
memory for Nathan.
Gwenpool. Gwenpool would be cool with an Ash sketch.
Oh, I did one.
Oh, you did one.
Yeah, I did one it was one of my auction cards. So it's on my Instagram somewhere.
So yeah, you guys got to follow him on Instagram, so that way you can make sure you're keeping up with those posts. You said you had one that's ending soon, right?
Storm, yeah.
Yeah, it ended at 8.
Oh, so it's already gone.
I'll get your page pulled up here, and then we can share some of the things you have on there, if that's okay.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool.
So this is the one that you have right now that ends at 8 Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Central.
Oh no, Central.
Central.
Yeah, it's
Central.
done.
So you guys got 32 minutes on this one.
Nope. That's over.
Oh
right?
no, it's done. It's done.
Oh no,
Yeah,
half hour ago.
eight
Oh my
Central.
goodness,
It's
yeah, I was
8:30 over
thinking
here now.
My time, yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness, that one's done.
But there'll be more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Carl Urban's going to be at Comic Palooza, right?
He canceled.
Ah, son of a...
I'm so depressed.
I hate that.
Yeah, man. I had all these Carl Urban sketch covers for him, and then I heard he canceled. I was like, he was supposed to come last year too, and he canceled again. So I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Oh yeah, that Jubilee. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Jubilee.
that's amazing.
I showed that to my daughter. She was like, "Yep." Punisher.
Yeah, I still got it. Where is it? There it is.
Oh, wow.
Hold up.
On the Black Diamond.
Show that one again. I think I missed you. Show that one again.
Yeah, we missed that one. Sorry,
Oh.
Ash.
I was switching screens, and I think you just put it away. The Jubilee. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Let me send you my address, Ash.
You're gonna be on the next plane to Houston. I know you are.
Do you prefer the thicker? Do you prefer the thicker cardstock like that, or the normal, like 30-point stock to sketch on?
The what?
Do you prefer the thicker stock like Masterpieces and Black Diamond and Premiere R, or do you prefer the normal cardstock like you would get with like a WandaVision set?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
So you don't have a preference? Like neither one works better for your style of art or the mediums that you're using?
Yeah, it all works. Nothing
really
fancy. As long as it's not glossy.
Yeah. This one's really cool too.
Yeah, because sketch covers, some sketch covers are slick, and that does not work.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I haven't. The only card I'll tell you this: the only card I had trouble with was those Star Wars cards. I got gifted 3 of them, and it was a Masterworks, and that paper kind of sucked. But I still pulled off what I wanted to pull off. It was a Leia, but I can tell that the paper is just a little slick, just a little, not a lot, but a little.
That's Cat says that's not even your best Jubilee. You did one a year ago. That was absolutely amazing.
Oh, dude, just wait. Let me see.
Just wait, he says. Just wait, he says.
I love the teasers.
I love when he goes,
He's
just
like,
wait. Just wait.
You haven't seen anything yet.
How you like me now?
Oh, that's
So-
a premiere. That's a premiere.
That's premiere, yeah.
So when that set drops, I'll come if you want me to come back on. I'll tell you the story about that one. But other than
Absolutely,
that,
anytime.
that was a quick sneak peek, and I'll tell you more about that later.
There we go, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Throughout the year, do you like have ideas for specific sets in mind that like they are reoccurring sets or that might pop up every other year? Like, do you have ideas that you just are like, oh, that would be great for this set in particular? Or is it just whenever you get the stock, whatever's on your mind at that time and whatever the characters are available?
Yes, I set aside certain models, and I'll have those set aside for a certain set. But it's like I have like a reserve folder, and then I have another folder that I found images that could work just on random commissions or whatever. Like if I need to pull one out of the bag, and because man, there'll be some cool ideas, and I was like, yep, that's gonna be set aside. And then whenever a set comes up, I'll pull from that folder.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you like doing like the booklet cards where you could do maybe like a full scene of multiple characters, or do you prefer just a one single card?
I think I prefer one single card. I'm starting to learn more. I guess my creative side is starting to open up more about it because I'm so used to doing portraits or just a one person position.
Mhm.
But I'm starting to get I like used to doing like a whole panel because it's not just like doing the cool characters. I want to put like a background, so then I have to figure out what I want to put in the back. I don't want to do anything like Nar. That's just absurd. But because I don't. It's like a certain point where I look at the art and I want the focus to be the art, focus to be like the characters, but then I don't want to focus too much on the background. It's weird because I start getting all arty and stuff, and I don't want to overthink that because I don't want to take nothing away from Nar. Nar is just absurdly crazy good artist.
Professor Oak, what motivates you to create?
Well,
Now we're getting deep.
that is a deep
Verbiage.
question.
You go by a river and you look at a bear and the majesty of the bear, you know, and you're like, I've got to incorporate this black bear into the card. Tell us your process.
Well, I'll tell you right now, like what motivated me first was I remember you were doing the interview with our Ariel. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
And I did the same thing where I was already doing one thing, which was the sketch covers. I have all these clients, and I clipped up the clientele, and I built up my my clientele and whatnot. So I started like I never thought of doing cards, so I just randomly just shot an email to Upper Deck and Tops and some others, and they asked for images, and it went the same route as Ariel. So they gave me Masterpiece, and I took it on. So I was asking myself, well, how am I going to do this? What do I need? What style am I going to do, or what? And I decided to just do what I do on covers and just translate it to something smaller on cards. And then I had to perfectly time out all that because of course, I wanted to stick with that due date. And then So that's what motivated me at first, was that I was excited to pull off like an Alex Ross kind of version on cards in a sense, because I've only seen that done maybe once or twice, but I really wanted to go all out and to maybe put like a little bit of my own take on the character. Like for example, Magneto, he wouldn't have a cape; he would just have a red vest, I think a gray, like a white shirt and gray pants, and I just kept him simple. But he had the helmet on, and it's just certain characters I would change up, and then certain characters I would want to see in certain ways, like Spider-Man sitting on the floor doing stupid stuff, playing chess or something. I don't know. It's just doing something random that you would never thought that character would have been doing.
I love your Spider-Man sketch where you show the actual damage that he's taken, because he's human. He's not. I mean, he's a superhero, but of course he's still going to get hurt. And that with all the damage
the one
to
with
his
all the
back.
scars.
Yeah, that's a very powerful sketch to me, honestly.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, so my motivation was, well, not motivation, my inspiration was from the Alex Ross Batman, where he was like taking off his shirt and he had all these scars and stuff. So I was like, why does Spider-Man not have all that? I mean, he goes up against the Lizard and all these other vicious enemies, and he should be having a little bit of scarring. So I always wanted to show my take on that, and I think I pulled it off okay, I guess.
No, it's
some
beautiful.
people were like, "What? Like so many scars? Why?"
That's true pain. I mean, that's the powerful emotional image, and that's what art's supposed to be about. It's supposed to invoke a feeling in you, and it did. It's just, I just, like I said, I was kind of overcome when I saw that. I was scrolling through your stuff and seeing all these beautiful women's faces, and then you come across that card, and I focused on that card. I was like, holy shit, this is this is amazing. No, it really is.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. There's some images that I got in the bag that are hopefully emotional, because at the same time I try to this here. Sorry. Here, go get some mommy.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh yeah. No, you're just gonna. Okay, cool. He likes to take some of my toys and just like roll around with them.
Give me that.
So
no. Also, too, we know you're busy. You've got Comic
busy,
coming
man.
up this weekend. So if you need
one more question from chat, if that's okay.
Yeah, we don't want to keep you too long.
Last question
you're
from
good.
chat.
Okay.
Captain Crockpot asked, "Do you believe in
good.
or relate to the concept of the muse?" He said, "Do you believe in or relate to the concept of the muse?"
Kinda. Just depends. My wife is always my muse. She's always trying to be on a card, and I told her no, because she was on a card.
Tell her she commissioned you. She could be on a card.
You put a little piece of your wife on every card just to show your love. That's the answer you have to
You were
give.
on the card.
You're
That's
on the
she
card.
was on
that pinky finger. That's your pinky finger.
She was on one card in the masterpiece set, the first masterpiece set, and she her card got denied. And I was like, "See, you're never going to be on a card now." I drew her as a Shanna, the jungle girl. I forgot her name.
Oh, Kazar's. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know the girl. Yeah.
I was like, "Nope, you're not going to be on no more cards."
She's just gonna have to commission you now, so that way she can get her own card. So, well, man, thank you so much for being with us tonight and popping in. We wanted to surprise Jorge here and have one of his favorite artists come on and get a chance to talk to him and stuff like that. So we love all your artwork. Can't wait to see the sets that you're going to be in coming out, both announced and unannounced. I think it's going to be amazing. And you guys heard it here. # we want Ash to get the artist nod for the 2024 Masterpieces set. So clear your schedule, get it booked out. That way we all know.
Yeah.
And again, if you guys are just joining us, he is going to be this weekend at Comic Palooza in Houston. So please go, if you're in the area, go check it out. Say hi. Check out his artwork. Check the other artists' artwork as well. And and just go make some new friends. Honestly, that's what.
And
this
I'm gonna
hobby's
drop I'm gonna drop the direct link to his chat or to his Instagram page in the chat there. So you guys, no matter what channel you're watching on, you should be able to click on the link and take that to his page as well.
And I'll go back and put it in the comments of all the pages too. Just so
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything
You're
you do for
awesome.
us. Appreciate it,
Great.
man.
Thank you very much.
Boy, man. I hope you keep up the collection, dude. You got 3 good ones right there.
4.
4 good ones.
He's got one back on E-Pack. He's got to pull off and send it. E-Pack, man. Get it in your hand so you can look at it and hold
I'm
it.
gonna pull that out. I'm bringing it soon. Yeah, definitely.
Good.
There we go. All right, Ash. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you. Take care and have a great night, man.
Thank you, Ash.
Thanks, Ash.
Cool, man. I'll be listening.
Sounds good.
You have a good
Take
night.
care.
Thank you so much, guys.
You too.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
So were you
that was
surprised, Jorge?
I was gonna say I watched on YouTube, like, you know, when people get starstruck, I think you call it, when you see like, oh, this guy saw Justin Bieber, or this guy saw Selena Gomez. Well, that just happened to me with Ash.
Josh almost spilled the beans too. He told me. No, he doesn't. I'm like, no, he doesn't. No, he's like, okay, good. I didn't spoil it. Okay.
Well, every time you were bringing up, like in the last show, you kept talking about Jorge and his Ash Gonzalez cards. Like, somebody's going to figure out who the special guest is if you keep talking about the Ash Gonzalez cards.
And you know, person, I'm always talking and saying stuff. I was so silent just now. I mean, it was awesome. He's a great artist. I mean,
Brittany said she thought the stream was ending. Are you kidding, Brittany? We can't do an hour-long show. That's not in our DNA.
Plus, we got to talk about Allure too. I mean,
we still got to talk about Allure. Yeah. That's why Alonzo's here. Alonzo's here to talk about Allure with us.
I'm just here to chill, man. But yeah, we can definitely talk about Allure, man.
I know you're just sitting back there. You're like, yeah, this is nice. See Ash, listen to Ash.
Yeah, bro. It's nice to just sit back and just stay quiet and listen to everybody talk, bro. You know,
for sure. And it's nice to have you in too, man. It's been a little bit since you've been on the shows because you're busy with everything in life too. So it's nice to have you on the show.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
He's been killing it with the PSA submissions too. The Wolverine and now the Miles. I mean, dude.
Well, dude, those shit, I graded those like 3-4 months ago. I just haven't showed them. I was like, man, what can I post? Put some content on IG. I just started looking for shit going through.
Life of a content creator, right? What can I share today?
Yeah, you got to share some stuff, man. You know, you got to keep it. You got to stay active. You know what I mean?
Brittany says delusional for a minute. I'm guilty. Oh, I think she's talking about she thought the stream was ending.
Yeah.
Jeff says, what's the black tea doing? It's just kind of hung up on the wall.
I can't show what's behind that black tee, bro. So,
that's why the shirt's not for anything other than covering.
Nah, it's nothing cool. It's just an easy way just to cover it, so I don't have any issues.
Come on, give us a corner. Just a little slip of the leg. You know,
show the feet. We want to see the feet.
You're standing on the side of the road. Just raise it up
really
a little bit to give us a ride.
I really wish I could show. I got a lot of art that I wish I could show, but I can't show any of it yet. So
understandable.
Whenever that time comes, I definitely will. I'm excited to show it, for sure.
The Godfather Alonzo only comes for special occasions. Hey, that's all fine, man. If he only shows up on special occasions, as long as he shows up, I'm happy with that. I'm happy anytime you show up, man. You bring a different level of energy to the show, that's for sure.
I'm gonna make an offer for PMG you can't refuse. I need that red one.
Sale? No, it's for sale.
Everything's for sale. Everything's got a price. If it's got Spider-Man's name on it, I'm gonna own it.
Oh, Nostalgic says he can't go to Comic Palooza, even though it's only 25 minutes away. Too busy. It's only 25 minutes away. 25 minutes away. Hour at the show. 25. That's 2 hours of your time.
It's a severed head.
You take a sick day. You go in cosplay, so you're not recognized, and then there, problem solved.
Captain Crockback says, "Come on, Alonzo, just the tip."
Just the tip, man. Y'all wilding out, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all don't get me started. Don't get me started tonight, man.
These guys still going after Ash and Alonzo's on the stage.
Oh man, yeah.
Matt Fuller says it's a severed head, full chainsaw massacre.
All right, so Allure. Let's go focus on that now. So,
somebody-
I was grilling and forgot to flip his meat because Alonzo showed up. Oh no, man! I hope it wasn't an expensive steak.
Oh no, dude! I had a tomahawk chop that I completely forgot about, and it was just incinerated. Like the bone had just like melted to the grill, and it was just like I forgot about it. And my wife's like, "Why does the house smell like it's on fire?" Because there was a little like one of those vents for the attic right there. That's in the soffit, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Just ran outside. I'm like, "I think we're having sandwiches tonight." Sorry.
Oh no!
I think she had a burrito. She was pretty upset about that, but oh well.
Oh,
But yeah.
it was just chicken. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I mean, chicken's expensive these days, but it's just chicken.
Yeah, I've found chicken like on clearance today, and I bought it all up and I vacuum sealed it, and it's in the freezer now to save some money.
All right. I haven't checked YouTube yet. Spidey hasn't put this out yet, right? We can be first to the market on this one.
Change his title quick.
Hurry, the Allure. Clip it.
Scrolling.
I'm surprised he didn't have this out this morning or whenever this got announced.
What's up,
Allure.
everybody? A Marvel Allure set coming out in a few months. I've got details, but I can't give them out yet. Sorry.
So Marvel Allure trading cards, right? Marvel Studios set 2022 being released halfway through 2023. So that's fantastic. What are we looking at here? So Allure, if you guys don't know, is primarily a hockey set, Upper Decks hockey set. It's one of their nicer hockey sets. It's a chromium style card, much like Vibranium is, much like the 1990, 5 X-Men Metal Chromium set, 96, one of those 2 years, where they did the paper set and the chrome set all in the same. All kinds of different shiny inserts. This is very, very sports oriented in the parallels and serial number aspect. Lots of them.
100%, bro.
A lot of them. I mean, I scrolled through this briefly before the show, and some of them look amazing. Like these
That's
are portals.
gangster as hell, bro. That's gangster
These are
with
portals.
the trees behind them. That's nasty.
Yeah.
So it's images from all the different movies across the board, from Iron Man 1 all the way through Infinity War, and I think even some stuff afterwards, I believe. But you got the ring portal here, the Doctor Strange portal going on there. That's really sweet with Black Panther. It sucks that this man passed, because having his autograph on one of these cards would have been amazing. But he unfortunately doesn't have any autographs in this set. I was kind of hoping, and maybe they still will, I don't know, maybe they'll make like one of the ultimate EPAC achievements be like a Chadwick Boseman auto that's cut from something and put into a card, like they do with the old school autos and the President autos and stuff like that. I think that would be superb.
Like
So
a relic.
This set feels so sports. Like, out of all the sets I've seen coming out, this is definitely the one that feels almost like a Prism set for Marvel.
Yeah. So this is the Storm insert here. You can see a little bit of the cloud detail here in the background on the card. So, I mean, it's nice because it's not just a basic color parallel for a lot of this stuff, but there is a lot of color parallels. So here's your base breakdowns. You got yellow taxis. Those are in blasters only. 1 in every 1.7 blasters. That's packs, not boxes. So 1.7 packs. So you might get 2 or 3 of those per box, depending how many packs are in the blasters. You get the black rainbows, which the black rainbows, they look amazing. If you've ever opened any hockey product, the black rainbows look fantastic. 1 in every 2.
I was going to ask, has anybody else opened the hockey product, or just Nathan?
Chat. Any of you guys ever opened any of the Lure hockey? If you haven't, Target usually has a couple boxes sitting on the shelf. Could be worth looking into to see kind of what the cards look at like ahead of time before you go and buy hobby boxes and stuff.
Go on YouTube and just watch some breaks.
Yep, watch some breaks, see what the
That's
cards
what
look
I
like.
did. I watched a couple of the hockey breaks just to see how the colors look.
Jeff says he has. Yeah, Jeff says he has. Yeah, Jeff, they got your Kraken. They got your Kraken hockey in this year's set too, so that's nice. Red Prism. 1 in 4 hobby, 1 in 14 blasters. That's packs again. Orange slice die cut. That's these ones here. So die cut, orange slice. 1 in 8, 1 in 28 for blasters. Portals. That's the one we saw with the Black Panther here. That one is 1 in 80 packs, 1 in 400 blaster packs. Steels are 1 in 120, 1 in 480 in the blasters. Magenta's 1 in 160, 1 in 640 in the blasters. Storms 1 in, those are numbered out of 199. Those are the cloud ones that we see here. These are numbered out of 199.
You weren't lying about having a lot of parallels.
Yeah, so you got all these different color parallels. So what do you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different parallels per card. You got the green quartz out of 99, you got the white diamond out of 50, the blue line out of 35, the pinks out of 23. Those are only in blasters. The purple rainbow die cuts are out of 10, only in hobby, and the golden treasures are 101s, only in hobby. So the yellow taxis, only in blasters. The pinks, numbered to 23, only in blasters. All your other non-serial numbered parallels are in blaster and hobby. So you can get every single non-serial numbered color out of a blaster box. The only serial numbered color you can get out of a blaster box is the pink.
That seems massive.
Yeah.
It's big. It's big. Wait till we get to the set itself. Marvel Allure inserts. You got these are the character posters. We got the movie posters here, which that's okay. I don't mind that. It's a really thick. It's a really thick border, kind of like the comic cuts had that really thick border on them.
It feels like the annual. What is it? The number one. What is
the number
that?
one spots.
Yeah. It all depends on how the foil on those is gonna look, because that looks kind of. It looked kind of bland, but if the foil looks good, then it should pop.
Golden Treasures that's the 101. And whether or not you consider that the best card, that's a different story. I mean, there's some sets that people don't consider the 101s the best cards just because, what else is in the set. But yeah, I mean, for this set, if you want the top card for each one, you'd be going after that 101. So you
what
get the
stock
Nemesis.
is the hockey?
It's it'll fit in a 35-point top loader. So they're a little bit thicker than like the Marvel annual cards.
Okay. If you ever open like Prism it's gonna feel very similar to this.
It's gonna feel very similar to that. So a couple examples of the Nemesis cards there. Those look a lot to me just like the other movie sets that have come out, WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
It's great images though. That Iron Man looks sick.
Some autographs. Now, this doesn't say whether or not these are on card or stickers. I would probably lean to these being stickers.
Yeah, they look like stickers.
They'll probably be both. Some inserts will probably be on card, but I think the majority will be stickered.
It's like, I mean, you got some nice color parallels with these that like this is a great color match here, I think.
Those die cuts are sick, dude. Auto die cuts, those are gonna be flat.
And these are laser cut too. So these are really well cut cards too. You don't have a lot like some of these other cut cards. You get a lot of edge issues and corner issues and stuff. You don't really have that with these.
Does it give us a list of the actors on the side?
It does, and it gives us the odds too. I did see that when I scrolled through earlier.
Okay.
So you got some other parallel options here. These are the symmetry autographs.
That looks on card.
The Infinity Stones here, so you get a different color. You're gonna have a different color Infinity Stone in the background, and then characters. So you get the Infinity Stones, serial numbered cards, rare white and gold parallels.
This set is gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. Sketch cards. So here's a couple examples of sketch cards. You can pull sketch cards
fly
in these.
too, though. That magic is sick.
Mm-hmm. All right, so your box breakdown. Product configuration, 9 cards per pack, 8 packs per box, 20 boxes per case, so a large case. You're going to get 5 inserts from the Nemesis character posters and or movie posters. You're going to get 8 short prints. That doesn't mean they're going to be serial numbered. That's probably just going to be like the colors like the color variations. You're going to get one super rare or numbered parallel, and you're going to get one hit from the autograph, sketch card, steel parallel, infinity stone, or the printing plates. So you're going to get one major hit, then you're going to get all your other one serial numbered card at least, your short prints, and then your 5 inserts.
And how much is the hobby box?
$2.99.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So sketches are probably what, like one per inner?
15 hits, 72 cards. So that's going to give you, what is that? That's 57 base cards per box. Sketch cards. Well, let's see. What do we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they're going to have a lot more of these over here on this end.
Yeah.
So you might see 2 or 3 a case.
Yeah, you might get 2 or 3 a case. I mean, it doesn't say specifically, but you might get 2 or 3 a case. They do have card gallery here, but it doesn't. I don't think it will let me. It's not. Oh, it will let me shuffle through. Okay, so some of the different colors. That's the white. That looks really nice. That's a nice color there, green and green.
Yeah, I like the green and green.
I think any of these that you can get color matches is going to look nice.
I like the cloud one. The cloud one.
Yeah, the clouds are cool.
The storms. Yeah. Those are serial numbered. What did it say? 199.
Are these numbered?
These are not. No.
That's sick.
I think that's the highest level of the short print, though. I'll go back real quick and check.
Are the portals?
The portals, I think, were the highest level of the short prints. That's the pinks, right? That's pink, or am I losing it?
That's purple.
Purple.
Yeah, it looks
That's
purple.
All right. Yeah, you guys call me on what the colors here. So, got
they got really good images, man.
They do. Yeah, they did a good job. I mean, they had the movies to pick from, so that's nice.
Yeah.
In the shows, sometimes you don't get the best images to pick from, but
See, that's cool.
Somebody came in.
There- yep, Josh came in there. We got symmetry.
That goes.
Hey guys, can I crash the party real quick?
Yeah, what's
What's
going
going
on?
on?
I have 2 sketch cards that I got in the mail from Indonesia,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've seen
and
this.
I literally only have 5 minutes to show you guys. So I want to show you some comics first. So this is a 9/8 Wolverine number 75. I went ahead and graded this myself. It's got the Wolverine hologram. It's done by Adam Kubert, the cover, as well as the actual little hologram is done by Andy Kubert. Okay, so that's what's special about this cover. Then I want to show you this one. This one is a signed version by Andy Kubert on the actual hologram,
Nice.
and it's the CBCS 94. It's the same exact one, but it's signed, and it's actually numbered. You can see that. It's to 7,500. You can see that.
Cool.
Is it grainy, or can you see it?
No, we can see
it's
perfectly.
showing up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's this one. So this one is kind of harder to see. It is the Wolverine 100th issue cover. When I was about 13 years old, I picked this off of the comic book shelf. So basically just the display. And I purchased it right off the rack. Kept it for 30 plus years, got it graded and signed by Adam Kubert. And it's a very special book to me. So, got a 9.4. Valor actually pressed it and all that stuff, and he said, I don't think this is going to get better than a 9. So he's like, this is probably going to get an 8.5. And it got a 9.4.
He's usually very cautious on his predictions on the grade too.
Yeah.
And that's good. I like that cautious side of things. So awesome.
Okay, so those are the comics. And these are sketch cards. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is that Wolverine hologram.
Sketches of the covers.
Wolverine number 75. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is done. If you guys don't know, he lives in Indonesia. His name is Hendry, and you also see Hendry 2, which is his son as well.
Yep.
But these covers are just amazing. So cool. So awesome.
Beautiful.
So I had to get that cover, right? And it's got the Andy Kubert, a little Wolverine hologram even too. And he made like really like there's speckles and stuff on it too. I don't know if you guys can see
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
But just to make it shiny and all that stuff, it's so cool. All right, and then this last one, this is the Wolverine 100th issue. And he made it look like right as you were to show the actual holographic image in the light, it shows the green and the blue. It's so cool.
Amazing.
Wow.
So good at these like comic. And their very first time I saw this, the work that he did was in the Facebook group, and I just was floored with his stuff. So I had to have him do it. So he was able to do that for me.
Those are
That's
amazing,
cool,
man.
Yeah, congrats.
Pretty cool. Sorry guys, I just wanted to show you real quick.
No, those are
Um,
That looks really nice.
I couldn't wait to show somebody. So and then he put a little note on this. It was pretty cool. It says, "Thank you, Josh Lake, for your support for my work." And he said, "Have a great day. God bless."
Then you get
And
a
this
little
is
movie sketch,
Harish.
too. Nice.
Yeah, a little remark, right? So pretty cool, pretty awesome that I was able to do that. So, all right, that's it, guys. I appreciate it. You guys can go back to talk about alert.
I know,
All right.
this is your set.
Yeah.
This is the set you want to talk about.
Oh yeah. Well, I got 3 boxes coming, so I'm definitely gonna share this with you guys. So for sure. Okay. Have a good night, guys.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for jumping in.
Okay. See you guys.
So yeah, the colors and the die cuts on this look really cool. Because I mean, you could see even like on the base card, like where they would typically die cut these. I like how they just continued that design through majority of the cards here. Like here, you can see that border that was there before. Then they die cut it in. It just looks really nice. Now these being chromium, they still have some of the normal issues you get with the chromium style cards. You know, where you get some of those surface scratches. Here's a couple more sketches. Doctor Strange. There's that Ronin.
Yeah, surface scratches and a lot of print lines too.
Yeah. So be ready for some quality control issues with the set. All right. Who's this, guys? Help me out here.
It's some kind of hole. It's huge.
Not sure.
No clue.
Matt Fuller asked, is he the only weirdo who pretty much avoids the MCU sets? I might buy a box or 2 of this just because the chance to hit sketches. Like the movie sets I haven't really been going after, or the show sets. But this
I think I pre-ordered like 8 boxes a while ago, like when they first came out.
I didn't pre-order any of this just because my shop's been getting them, for slightly just a tick under the initial pre-orders. So I was just like, I'll just wait and get a couple boxes from him.
That's a great sketch.
That's really nice. I mean, look at all this detail here.
Colorful and bright. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. MODOK.
See, that looks gangster,
man.
bro.
They're
That's
killing
some
the
good
sketches in this set.
Yeah.
These look great. What do you guys think about the framing on the sketch, though?
I like it, bro. I like
Matt,
it.
Do you?
Matt said it's Maestro from the Old Man Logan storyline.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is, but I'll just say okay, and I'll look it up afterwards.
That right there is a stunning sketch, bro. Can you zoom that in at all?
Yeah, let me just see if I can zoom that in a little bit more here.
That is killer.
I don't even know. I don't.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Look how stunning that is.
Get you a little bit bigger there.
Imagine pulling that. You'd be going crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what character is that? Do y'all know?
I mean, she's flying over the water, and it looks like she's got a sword over in her
Is that
hand here.
Psylocke? That ain't Psylocke. Psylocke had an old costume back in the day where she had a sword, right, and a
That's
similar
Wave.
headpiece.
Matt said.
Matt's got it. Wave.
That's Wave. Okay.
Jeff says he trusts Matt's knowledge with the characters
Oh,
too.
yeah,
I do too. I'll default to Matt every single time. He could be completely wrong, and I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, "Yep, that's who it is."
Matt's calling out the artist names. He knows everything.
Yeah, Matt, when it comes to that, he's a
Stratos.
beast for sure.
So then we got this one, and that was the last one that cycled back through. So let's kind of get down here to the set. I'm going to zoom this back out because it's going to be pretty zoomed in now.
It looked like that AIM agent was picking MODOK's nose. Sorry. It's just
Is this coming up clear on your guys' side, or is it
yeah,
all
we
blurry?
can see it.
It looks good.
Like on my screen here where I'm looking at it, it's fine, but when I look at the StreamYard, it's kind of fuzzy. So, all right. So of course, it has the parallels again. Your base set is 100 cards, but there's a high series set too, just like they did with the other movie sets. You got the base set, and then you have a high series set. So your total base set's 150. Of course, your blasters. The only things you can get in blasters that you can't get in hobby is the yellow taxis and the pinks numbered to 23. And then, of course, they got the rundown of all the different characters. Some of the characters are duplicated in here, probably from different movies, different scenes, stuff like that. Like Robert Downer Jr., first card in the set makes sense. They went straight up like Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, with Captain America. So they basically went with the set in the order that the movies came out. So that's kind of nice too. It kind of gives you a little bit of chronological continuity to within the set when you're building the binders, if you're a binder builder or a set builder. So 100 base cards in the low series, 50 in the high series. High series parallels are a little bit different. One per pack in hobby, one for every 2.5 packs for blaster. Red prisms and the portals are and the steels, those are your non-serial numbered parallels, and the portals are 1 in 160. The steels are 1 in 249. So those are going to be hard to hit. 1 in 160. What do we got? Eight packs per box. So 1 in 160 packs. That's a lot of boxes. That's once a case. So those portals are case hits.
Damn.
And then the steels are even harder to hit than that. It's like a case and a half.
It's going to be a big print run.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big set.
I got one box pre-ordered, so I'll give it a try.
So yeah, total of 150 on the overall base set for those building base set binders and stuff like that. Autograph checklist. Here we go. Overall odds of hitting an autograph: 1 in 60 packs, and a blaster 1 in 280 packs.
Oh snap! You can hit autos in a blaster. Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
That's
It's just like
really
sport.
You can't hit the serial number parallels of them. You can just get the unserialized autographs.
Yeah, but that's
I
awesome.
think there is a serialized parallel that's in the blasters, though, right?
The pink, right?
Yeah, the pink is the only serialized parallel in the blaster.
But you can't get that in an auto form. That's just its own.
Right. At least not with the base red rainbow autographs. So the red rainbow autographs have a purple diamond numbered to 10 and a gold treasures 101 as well.
Okay.
So here's your pat or your characters and the cards, the odds for each character here for that red diamond one. Looks like your highest odds or your least chance of hitting one is going to be Chris Evans,
George
Tessa
St. Pierre.
Thompson, Paul Bettany. Yeah.
I mean, Olsen in WandaVision,
27,000 packs.
her highest odds
Who are all the
1 in
actors that are on there?
35,000.
Don Cheadle, Jamie Alexander, Haley Atwell, Jeremy Renner, Tom Hiddleston, Kat Dennings, Chris Evans, George St. Pierre, Sebastian Stan, Karen Gillan, Evangeline Lilly, Tom Holland, Emily Van Camp, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Chris Evans again. So there is an easier auto to hit of Chris Evans at 5,954 packs.
Tom Holland's going to be expensive.
All right,
Tom
so
Holland's
here's where Jorge earlier was like, hey, I'm going to trade my Elizabeth Olsen auto from WandaVision for this 101 sketch card from Ash Gonzalez. Elizabeth Olsen is in here, card number 51, 1 in 544 packs. If you pull her in here, you're probably pulling the same set of stickers that she signed when she signed for WandaVision.
Probably, yeah.
Tom Holland
that'd be
is
my
1
guess.
in 6,000 packs.
Basically 1 in 6,000 packs for that one. His other one is 1 in 6,000 packs.
Wow.
He's got 3 autographs in this small set for 1 in 6,000 packs each. Tilda Swinton, Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston again, Winston Duke, who played.
Dude, I want that Winston Duke. I love him.
Yes.
1 in 93 packs.
Baku's a beast.
1 in 93 packs. He's going to be one of the easier ones to pull.
Yeah, I think
him and Kat Dennings are both 1 in 93. Jamie Alexander, who played Sif, is going to be 1 in 93. Chris Hemsworth, Bring Me Thanos. That'll be a cool one to get. 1 in 3,200 packs. Tom Holland again, Sebastian Stan, Paul Bettany. Repeats. Tom Vaughn, Lawler played Ebony Maw, 1 in 93. Evangeline Lilly, who played Wasp, is 1 in 93. So we got Wasp, Ebony Maw, M'Baku, Sif,
Man, if you're like an
Darcy.
MCU collector, this is probably the best set this has to be the best set since Black Diamond, right?
Yep.
And
this is going to be a lot more fun to rip too, because you're not just ripping one pack; you're ripping multiple packs, and you're getting. Hey, is Shuri, the girl that plays Shuri, is she in this set at all? From what you see there, or no?
So far, no. But that's the base low series autographs.
Okay.
The base high series autographs, again, 1 in 160 for hobby, 1 in 640 for blasters. Purple diamonds, gold treasures, printing plates. You don't get printing plates in the base series. You get printing plates in the high series base ones. However, you do not get Paul Bettany as Vision or Tom Hiddleston as Loki in the printing plates. Those two are not available. So they must have gotten destroyed or
That's
ruined.
an achievement. It's probably an achievement.
It says not in the printing plates. So it could be an achievement, or it could be they got, because those get beat up pretty bad. They might have gotten too beat up to use them. So high series, Anthony Mackie, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Kobe Smulders, who played Maria Hill. I'm just going to go by the character names. Aisha Crossbones, George Batrick, Howard Stark, Proxima Midnight, Red Skull, Valkyrie, Spider-Man, M'Baku, Captain America, Wanda, Agent 13 is 1 in 1,200 packs. Brock Rumlow, Peggy Carter, Hawkeye, Nebula, Proxima Midnight, Vision, Mantis, Volstagg, Winter Soldier.
Ray Stevenson, he just passed away.
Yeah, he did. And his is 1 in every 209 packs. That's going to be one of the easier high series ones to get. So that could be one to hold on to.
Yeah.
Because there's not going to be any more of them. Winter Soldier, Ancient One, Samuel Stearns, and Loki. So that's the low and high series autographs.
Tim Blake Nelson's going to be in the new Captain America. He plays the leader, so that would be a good one to get too.
Might only be premiere with the guaranteed box hit. Yeah, for sketch cards, I would think that's probably the case. Masterpieces might not even have one per. Yeah, they're cutting back quite a bit.
Hey, boys, if my phone dies, I'll try to jump back on. My phone's getting real battery.
Then they have the inserts have autographs as well. So this is where it kind of gets crazy with the sports comparisons, right? Because like in sports, everything has 20 parallels. Then it has 20 more serial number parallels. Then it has 20 autograph versions, and those autograph versions all have parallels. And this is the same thing. Like these sets, it just has so many parallels of everything.
Yep.
So much like Fleer Ultra Avengers, the inserts have parallels, but these inserts have autograph parallels. So you don't have. I'm not seeing here where Shuri's in the set at all.
Yeah, I didn't see her at all.
She's in the base set, but I didn't see her in the.
She was in the base set.
Yeah, I did a quick command of.
Okay.
Like for the autos, like there's an auto of her.
I don't think
she's just in the base set.
Just base set, and then the character poster set.
Yeah, she's card number 72 in the base set, so she's gonna have parallels, but she wasn't on the autograph. Yeah, she's not on the list for the autograph characters. So
I think they fumbled with that one.
Yeah, especially with the handoff.
You don't have Chadwick.
Yeah, especially with the handoff.
Man, if there was an Angela Bassett auto in there too, damn, that would have been awesome.
I'm sorry, I didn't see, but was there an Iron Man's autograph or not?
There's Robert Downey Jr. in there. Yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't there?
okay.
Autograph.
Yeah.
So he's not on here for the base card autograph.
Let's see.
He's not on there for the base card autograph.
Nah, he doesn't have auto.
Ah.
He's not on here for the character posters autograph either.
Hmm.
The white symmetries. He's not on here for that.
That's weird that they get Chris Evans, but they don't get him. I wonder if Chris Evans.
Here's the character. This is the insert checklist.
Mhm.
So he does have a character poster
Yeah.
insert, but he does not have a character poster autograph. That starts at card 18, and the printing plates start at card 2.
Matt
So it's
has
very
a-
weird that they.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just. It just seems weird that they would. It's so like very picky which ones got what, and I wonder if it was just too expensive for them to get those people to sign.
Yeah,
Because I don't think Downey Jr. signs a lot of stuff anyway.
I don't think so either.
So the Infinity Stone checklist, that's serial number to 299 with gold and white parallels, number to 99 and 6.
Wow.
So you get the different stones have different characters. Let's see. No, pretty much the same characters, just with the different stones. So your characters in the Infinity Stones checklist is Robert Downey Jr., Chris Pratt, Scarlett Johansson, Zoe Saldana, Josh Brolin, Denai Guerrera, Koyi. I'm probably saying her name completely wrong. Benedict Cumberbatch, Mark Ruffalo, Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, Chadwick Boseman, Chris Evans, Jeremy Renner, Karen Gillan, Chris Hemsworth, Dave Bautista, Tom Holland, Tom Von Lawler, Tessa Thompson, and Brie Larson.
Yeah, Jim, this is a huge print.
Sports level release for sure. Yeah, this is bigger than Fleer Ultra Avengers, the print run, or at least the number of cards in the set.
Matt's question is
massive.
good too.
Yeah.
Are any of you able to pop the questions up, or just me?
No, I'm not able
just
to.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are 15 different level variants of each card an appealing chase? No.
I don't think so either.
I think that's straightforward, right? From a Marvel collector? No. From a sports collector? Sure, I guess, because you want some value in your box. But all these different parallels do is completely diminish the base cards and the art that's on the card. Granted, these are photos, but it diminishes the base cards and the visual appeal of the cards themselves beyond, like, I got to have the card numbered to 99 or less. Otherwise, it's not worth anything.
I think this is a really cool set if there weren't like 100 other MCU sets coming out this year. If this was like the one big MCU set and they just like blew it out, I think that it would be more appealing, because if you're strictly an MCU collector, then you have a lot to chase, and that's great. But because everything kind of just came out all at once, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some fatigue.
So here's
Here's
the other thing is the inconsistency in what they're calling the different serial numbers. And I'm sure they're going to have different colors. Well, I hope they have different colors. But you have Infinity Stone checklist, gold to 99. You get down to the movie poster checklist, to 99 is called In Lights. Why not just call it gold? I get it. You're playing on the word for the insert, but just call it gold. The Nemesis, Green Rainbow to 99. It's like, how many different to 99 parallels do you now have within the set? Each different insert has a different name for the parallels.
Yeah.
Now, one thing Upper Deck does good with their hockey releases is even with the non-serial numbered stuff, they put the name of the parallel on the back of the card.
Oh, cool.
I can't say it's what they're doing here, but with previous Allure sets, they've put the name of the parallel on the back of the card. So those of us that are color challenged, like myself, it does benefit it. You got the Symmetry set. You got the 1 in 24 packs, 1 in 120 blasters, 1 in 48 for the white parallels, and 1 in 420 in the blasters for the whites.
Oh, yeah, they didn't get Batista as a auto either. I'm surprised.
Mm-mm.
What were you gonna say, Jorge?
There's some actors that probably don't sign autographs just because they don't,
right?
Just because they got a principle. They might sign it for like charity, but they probably have in their contract like something that says I don't do this just because I don't do it. You know.
Yeah.
I missed the puppy.
Yeah, my dog. My dog was scratching my legs.
They got to make their appearances. They're
Yeah.
superstars too.
Yep.
Horizontal. Here we go. Here's our sketch card list. Horizontal sketch cards. 1 in 640. Jesus.
$3,200 packs for blaster packs.
Wow.
1 in every 9 boxes for the horizontal sketch cards.
How many boxes are in a case?
20, so 2 per case. You might get lucky enough to get 3 in a case, depending.
Well, we also haven't seen the vertical sketch card odds, right? So maybe
yeah.
that's...
So currently, you're looking at 2 sketches per case.
Oh, Bella Rashland was on
1 in
there.
3,200 blaster packs. Let's see. I'm sure you guys will probably pick up big names more than me. Let me zoom it in a little bit. And I'll go a little bit slower.
Olda.
So I'll start here. There's 54 artists on the horizontal sketch cards. Jim Faustino. Leon Brajos. Those are a couple names. Liddy Lee.
Red.
Anthony Tans will be really cool. I'm sure.
Rene Cordova. The Glebe
Tony
twins
Perna.
are in here. Glebe twins, Tony Perna. Nice.
Wow.
Some nice artists to chase after. Yeah, I think that's, so 2 horizontals per case so far. Vertical sketch cards, 1 in every 128 packs. Okay, so we're 164 for the horizontals. Much better odds here. 128. So that's 1 in every 16 boxes. Did I do that right? I didn't do that math right. Up here, I didn't do the math right. So 640 divided by 8 packs. 1 in 80 boxes. Oh, so 1 in 4 cases.
Yep.
For the horizontal.
Oh my God, that's going to be horizontals. 1 in 4 cases. I did not do that math right at all. And then 1 in 128 packs here. 8 packs per box.
That's and 16. They have all the same artists.
So you're getting one. You're getting 1 sketch card per
case,
artists. Somewhat guaranteed. But look at the odds here. 1 in every 210 packs for a blaster. The cost difference between the hobby box and the blaster, it's not even twice as hard to get one out of a blaster.
Yeah, that's weird.
So let's just say they have 5 packs in a blaster. That's 1 in every 42. That's probably 1 in every 2 cases, maybe, because usually a blaster case has 20 boxes in it. But there's 20 boxes in the hobby, so maybe there's 40.
There's some really good sketch artists, though.
Yeah.
It might end up being 1 per case, and because it's 1 in every 16 boxes, you may actually get 2 if you're lucky enough.
Joseph Reed is on there.
Yeah, Joseph Reed's here.
Yep.
Anthony Tan's in here. Liddy Lee's in here. Benefer's in here. Benefer's got some nice work.
Yeah.
Yep. Brian Soriano's in
Bella
there too.
Rashland's really good too.
I like the mayonnaise and bread. Mayonnaise and bread.
Oh, you want to see? I think I've shown you guys my mayonnaise and bread sketch that I've got. It's
David Lee's been around for forever.
Chris Foreman's in here.
Where is
Chris Wildig's pretty good too.
Who'd you say?
Chris Wildig.
Yeah. Yep. Glebe twins. Wow.
Ian Caranta, he's great.
Really nice sketch list.
Escratos.
So you got 95 artists in the vertical, So you've got okay. So let's try to do a little bit of math in here if I can math right. One sketch for every 16 box, and you have 95 artists. Your odds of pulling a Glebe sketch is 1 in every 1,520 boxes. Your odds of pulling any of these artists, if they're collated properly and they all did the exact same number of sketches,
Right, that's
which they did, would be about 1 in every 1,520 boxes to hit a specific artist if everybody did the same amount, and they don't. But we don't get how many sketches they did.
This is
Bad
Marvel
Wiz-
Allure. Bad
We're looking
Wizard.
at Allure, yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive checklist to make. Massive. Less on Glebe, they never do more than 10. Yeah, so even harder to hit them.
Yep.
Is it going to be on EPAC? Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they'll be on EPAC too. Typically, they've been seeing for recent sets like 70 to 70%, 70, 75% on EPAC of the product. And this is going to be a very large print run.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably going to try to get the base set, and then while I buy that, whatever I get as an extra or numbered, it's just a bonus for me, I guess.
All right, so eBay, so Cardboard Connection is nice because at least on the public sites, it'll pull like the eBay listings. So the cheapest eBay listing right now is $319 for the pre-sale.
Yeah.
Wow. So I wonder how much these boxes cost for the sports one, like Sports Allure, right? How much is one box of that? And then
for a hobby box,
yeah, like for the sports.
Give me a sec. I was just going to pull Dave and Adams up, so give me just 1 sec. I'll pull that up and we can kind of look.
Dave and Adams, I think, is like around 300.
Because right now you can, at least with mine, where you have like you've ordered product before and you get a little bit of a discount. A hobby box is $296 currently. A case is $5,900. Hockey hobby box, 20 box case to give you box for box. So Marvel 20 box case, $5,900. Hockey 20 box case, $1,900. The actual hobby box, less than $100.
But aren't sport cards worth more than
hockey's very niche?
Yeah,
it's very niche. It's very Canadian. There are a lot of American collectors for it, but it's not as popular as football or basketball, so it's not going to drive as high of a value. Plus, you're not getting sketch cards in the hockey stuff either. So I mean, but our sketch cards, when you're getting maybe one per case, worth $3,000 more.
Plus, your player value goes depending upon if they're waving a
how
gun
they
around
perform,
in their
right?
car, or if they're doing something crazy like that. John Morant, looking at you, but yeah,
Jeff's right. Yeah, it's not comparable. Hockey does not sell well secondary. No, it's very. It's much like most of the sports. Most of the sports stuff don't do well secondary. It drops off so quickly.
Yeah.
But he's like, you got to live up here. Hockey is king. Hey, man, hockey's my favorite sport to watch. In person, on TV, on the radio, doesn't matter. It's for me, sports-wise, that's the most entertaining sport that's out there. But, so, yeah, that's Allure, guys. It's like if this is like every set that's released so far this year, Allure's like that big.
Yeah. And I thought Spider-Man complex.
No,
everybody.
Yeah, all X-Men metal and Spider-Man metal did was set us up to continue to see more and more and more and more with every set.
And Avengers metal in the pipeline.
And Avengers, that's going to be coming out too. Yeah. God. And what are they going to do there? Right, you've already done the first appearances for 90% of the number one Avengers characters.
Yeah, they're just gonna use a different picture, and maybe it's from that comic, I guess. Maybe not the actual, cover or something else. I don't know. It's gonna be, yeah. I think a lot of people are getting fatigued.
Crazy. The sets are getting crazy.
Yeah. That's a problem for later.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah.
What
would you guys pick up this week? Anything?
Well, Well, I picked up a Moon Knight Peach Momoko auto
Oh,
from
yeah, you
anime.
showed me that. You
Yeah.
don't have to, though, do you?
Yeah, I was really happy to get that. I
Those
sold a
Carnage
card
sketches were really cool.
and some
Yeah.
Well, those are all ones I went back. So I took I had like a binder with just my Spider-Man metal inserts. I was putting all my sketches in that, and I ran out of room. So like this is just sketch cards here. This is just
So sick.
this is like a year and a half worth of sketch cards for me too. Yeah, so I was going to show you too. When you mentioned Mayo and Bread, like some of his work is amazing, and then you get something like this, where just it's Weapon
That was
H,
a
which
point.
just
The mayo and bread. Seeing that on the checklist remind me of our pre-show conversation about the mac and cheese.
I was going to say too, when you're talking about that, there's a guy on YouTube named Beard Meets Food, and if anybody has seen his videos, there's a restaurant he went to where it was a hamburger, but it was a mac and cheese bread patty. So it was just mac and cheese that they had deep fried and were using as the bread, but they were doing layers. So it's just, I'm getting
Interesting.
My cholesterol's going up just talking about it right now.
Yeah, Bad Wizard. Maybe they do first appearance Spider-Man in the Fleer Ultra Avengers set to make up for it, and that becomes like the chase card for the entire set.
Yeah,
that's very possible. Because I mean, with them already doing first appearances of all the Avengers, well, at least the big ones, in Spider-Man Metal, I don't know how they can. Like Justin talked about it too. Is like how do you keep the same format going? But the Fleer Ultra Avengers, they changed the formatting from Spider-Man and X-Men, so maybe they changed the formatting for Avengers Metal.
I'm sure it'll switch up a little bit. It won't be the same thing again.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna do Z-Force or Daily Bugle.
Oak had a really good question at like
I missed it.
10:08.
I probably missed it because I was doing the.
Yeah, we were doing a lore. I didn't want to interrupt.
Where's Oak's question at?
It was
10:08
p.m. Yeah, sorry, Oak, but yeah, if you were brand new to the hobby, what would you do first? My suggestion would be to just learn as much as you can about everything. Learn as much as you can before you even buy anything, and then figure out what you love, and then go after that, but be like narrow minded. It's so easy to like jump in and be like, oh my god, I didn't know about this and then that, and you end up with a bunch of stuff that you might end up not really loving. And that's what I would do. I would just have a focused perspective on things, and then go after the things that you really love after a lot of research. That's my perspective.
Love the hobby. Don't get buried by it is the main goal too. You don't want to get so much that you're overloaded. And also too, like there's groups out there where we have people like, that'll answer questions. So, you go to Facebook, look for the Marvel Cards group and Marvel.
Yeah,
Card
there's a lot of good
worldwide.
resources.
Yeah, there's people out there that'll answer questions.
Captain Crockpot says, "Does Deadpool count as an Avenger?"
He was an Avenger for a while. So who knows? I mean, with the licensing, they might have him in there.
Put him in the set. He'd be a good character to have as one of the top characters in the set. Then,
yeah,
where you could still do the first appearance of him.
Moon Knight's technically an Avenger, so.
But like Will said there, ask questions, figure out what you want to do. Like I like to do my binders. To me, that's my mental health therapy is my binders. We've talked about that before, and I've talked about that with Retro, and we're doing the MentalCon thing in June. Speaking of MentalCon, shameless plug. You guys see that Retroverse cards? If you guys want to be a part of MentalCon, check the Retroverse cards. Go to the MentalCon link at the top. Check that out. You can donate to Wounded Warrior Project. That's our charity that we're donating to. We got a goal of $5,000. We're going to set staggered intervals. So as we reach certain goals, we'll do giveaways throughout that 24-hour live stream as well. But like Will was saying, figure out what you love. So I like to do the binder sets, but I like to character collect a little bit too. So I've narrowed mine down to my primary character is going to be Domino. And I've been picking up, whatever Domino cards I like and getting deals when I can get, that's terrible glare, getting deals when I can get deals and building that out. And this one's a nice one because it's going to go to the first book I'm going to show you. And so I picked up, it's not expensive, but I picked up X-Force 7, and that's the artwork from the low series X-Men metal card. And Will, this is the one that the OA's available for.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
Valor was like, dude, just make some deals and pick that up. I'm like, yeah, you got to make deals.
Yeah.
It's tough to make deals right now
Yeah.
to get the funds to be able to pick that up. But that would be so cool because the 101's available too on eBay. They want way more than it should sell for. But then I picked up this one.
Nice.
I got
That's
my first
sick.
appearance 9.8.
I love that comic.
I can't get rid of the glare. There we go.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
That's good right there. So I picked that one up, and
The
Jeff and
Domino
chat,
collection's
and
really coming together.
it's starting to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being more focused with it, for sure, and I'm being picky about like which sketch cards I'm keeping my eyes on, and going after.
Yeah.
And
So you're not collecting Spider Woman anymore?
no, that's
No,
Josh.
Josh.
Is the
Josh
Spider Woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's you're right. You're right.
Yeah, Marvel Madness.
Yeah.
We all knew exactly when this Spider
Yeah.
Woman. Like,
These guys were picking out. Jeff is getting connected with Daniel to send some books in for his personal collection, and I showed him what I had picked up, and he's like, "Oh, the real Domino." I was like, "Yeah, I can't afford the fake Domino." But it's like, so like the first appearance thing, right? It's so convoluted. Like, what's first appearance? Because like you see it all the time online, like that New Mutants '98 is Domino's first appearance.
Yeah.
And Deadpool's first appearance, and that's why it's so expensive. And they use the art from that book as the first appearance card for Domino in the X-Men Metal set, but it's not Domino; it's Copycat.
Copycat. Yeah,
And this is the first appearance, and they even call it first appearance of real Domino. I'm like, is it Black Suit Spider-Man or is it Venom? Is it Hulk 180 or is it Hulk 181?
That's a whole other show.
Is it a rip card or is it just the card that came out that year? Right? Oh man. It's getting tougher and tougher.
What's up, Retro?
But yeah, same. I'd give the same advice. Watch a ton of YouTube videos.
Yeah, be patient too. Like
all the different boxes that are being opened. See what you like. See what you don't.
Yeah, and like, just because you see something and it's low numbered, like, don't think that it won't come up again, because it might.
Yeah.
It probably will. Honestly, like,
Yeah.
just chill out, have fun with it. You know, start small and build up, and you'll figure it out. It's cool.
With the vertical sketches, prime example there. If you're chasing sketch cards, why in the world would you buy hobby boxes if you're chasing sketch cards? If you can buy it so much cheaper, just buy cases of the blasters.
Yep.
I mean, in reality, you should never rip product to get the card that you want.
Very true. Yeah, just go buy the sketch that you want.
Just save your money and go buy whatever you end up wanting, and then you'll end up saving money in the long run.
You rip it for the experience,
right?
You know,
right.
And then you basically set your goals, and then you go find the cards you want.
I
later.
like that.
So
I like that. I'm on board with that, Cap Crockpot. Let's start saying New Mutants '98 is the first appearance of Deadpool. Is also Copycat. Everybody in that magazine or in that book is Copycat.
Yes. Variants. So
absolutely, Matt. These days, it's not worth buying product as a sketch collector without the 101 guarantee. Very true.
Yeah.
Yep. Just buy them secondary, because a lot of times you're going to get it for a lot less than the cost of a box.
Yep. Agreed.
I mean, unless it's just a massive, like a NAR sketch or something like that. But those guys, you're not really pulling out of the boxes anyway.
But even then, like, you're saving the money that you would spend, you know, on a case or something, or two cases, like,
to get a sketch you might not even like.
Right.
You know, because they show their promo stuff is going to show some of the better stuff. Their promo stuff is going to show some of the better stuff that's in the set, right? That's their whole goal, is to promote the set.
And I'm coming from someone who loves ripping, you know, for fun, and I think it's great. And if you have the expendable funds, then do it. But if you are looking to just pick up a nice collection for yourself, don't rip. It's not worth it. Just go after something else.
Yeah, I learned my experience with Marvel Metal Spider-Man. I mean, buying those $500 boxes and then coming up with a red PMG of Ron Jeremy looking at his computer.
Good old Alistair.
And a bunch of pinks, right?
Oh god.
Yeah. And it was like, I'm done with that. If I'm opening something, it's just to complete, to enjoy, like you mentioned. enjoy it, and if I pull something, that's good. But then I'm just collecting base. That's
And
it.
I still can't.
Yep.
I still couldn't believe like seeing people rip cases of Spider-Man metal and how many pinks they got when those are serialized less than the PMGs were.
Yep.
You were getting less red PMGs than you were pinks, than you
Yeah.
were turquoise. To me, it was just like, I know they probably saved more of the PMGs for EPAC because that, you get that red flasher, you get that red PMG. It feels better than getting a pink or a turquoise. So you maybe save a few more of those PMGs for EPAC as opposed to.
Yep.
And don't buy into breaks.
Yeah, it's a good point. Unless it's
TVCs. Here's what I'd say. Here's what I would say. If you're going, and I don't do character breaks, I don't really break Marvel so much. I know we did that one night, and that was just like us here. It wasn't for everybody. But if you're going to buy into Marvel breaks, buy character breaks of the ones that you PC, and that's it, and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Do a case break.
Watch Me Open
like
was
Billy,
saying
Watch
on
Me
one
Open
of
does
his
them.
streams.
And I'm not promoting his breaks or anything like that, but if you're going like myself, if I was going to buy into a Marvel break, it would have to be a case break, and I'd want to get Domino, and that'd be the only thing I would do because it still costs you less than a box does, where you're only going to get maybe 1 or 2 cards for that character, or maybe a few cards.
Yeah, this was my last.
You can get more that way.
Box break attempt, basically buy in when I got the sketch for Masterpieces. I was like,
yeah, box breaks. I mean,
who farted?
Cards of Metal does a great job with the box breaks that he runs, but if you can't afford to lose that money, don't buy into a break, and that goes for sports stuff too. Like I do sports breaks, and don't buy into them. If I think a product's junk, I'll tell people like when I'm at work, I'm like, sorry guys, that sucked. I don't like it. I wouldn't do it again if you want to run this back.
Buy boxes to have fun, not to make money.
Yeah. Don't buy boxes thinking you'll get all 10s.
Yeah.
Basically, don't buy boxes.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's got to open the boxes so that way we have singles that we can buy.
It's still fun to rip boxes. That'll never go away. But
yeah, I think that's the excitement. It's the gamble aspect of the boxes that makes it fun for people. But it's the aspect that can hurt you too.
I really enjoyed opening the annual boxes. I bought like 8 boxes, and it was enjoyable. It was like
yeah,
not $500
affordable
box that you're like pressured. Okay, what's going to be my hit, right?
And if I don't get something out of this, then I'm screwed. But I mean, if you feel that way anyway, like if you're like, hey, if I don't get something out of this box that I can turn and flip, you shouldn't be buying that box.
You gotta enjoy it. That's it.
I mean, all of the basically Fleer Ultra Avengers and annual blasters were great rips too. Like perfect price points, and you got at least the numbered oranges out of the Fleer Ultra Avengers, and you got some blues out of the annual. Like both of those were great. But yeah, it's the high end boxes, like you said, Jorge, that are just like you almost feel pressured as soon as you open it. It's like, oh man, what am I gonna hit? And that's not a great feeling sometimes. But
and if you didn't buy boxes and you're gonna buy singles, wait.
Yeah.
Don't buy that first one that comes.
We don't even have
market.
Fleer Ultra or annual on EPAC yet, which is crazy.
Yeah. And look at how much the cards have already come down in value.
Right.
And those 70% possibly isn't even on the market yet.
And we I don't know if we even see. They might just say, okay, well, it's not worth putting on EPAC. They might just decide in the future just to do big releases like Masterpiece and stuff like that. So the smaller sets like future ones coming out, they might just say, nope, those are all retail product.
Yeah. Great comment, retrospects. Yeah, it's a fun experience. If you get the right products, like Jorge said, annual, it was a fun experience. And if you can get it at the right price, and it can be a fun experience, then it's how much time or how much money value do you put on your time and the experience itself. And that's what I say. If anybody ever wants to open anything, and you guys want to come on the show because you want that experience and you want to share it with everybody, just say, hey, I want to come on. Yeah. And like Jorge, we wanted to have you on just to talk about your experiences and stuff like that. You don't have to have stuff to open, guys.
No.
Yeah.
Just come on, hang out, chat.
Yeah.
I opened up some boxes of annual, and I picked this on my first box. I picked this.
Cleus.
Clea.
Cool.
Yeah, Jeffrey Benitez.
Yeah. Well, that was fun to look at.
Very nice.
That like sketches like that, like so his side profiles are cool and the front profiles he does, but like when you see his AP cards that he's been like showing, like people have been showing in the group and he's been showing.
Hi, Kellen. Have a good night.
Oh man, Like I want one of his APs over any pack pulled sketch because it's just the amount of time he has, I guess, to do that in comparison to what he's doing with the actual official release. You can see how much he can put into that sketch. Like it's just it's awesome, like kind of like a chibi sketch actually.
He's
But
a great.
it's got so much detail. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I got this one from Spider Metal too.
I almost bought that.
You
too.
pulled that?
Can you see the?
Yeah,
That's like a foiling on the back, huh?
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, it's really good.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, did you pull that or you picked that up?
No, I picked it in the group. In the group.
Oh wow.
Nice.
It was on eBay. Somebody bought it off eBay and then put it in the group.
Had to, yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing that and I was like, I got 6 other cards I'm trying to buy right now. Damn it.
I may have missed. What's Matt talking about here? The surfer is mirroring the look on your face when you pull it.
Yes.
Pulled it.
I mean, it's this card. It's
Oh, that
the,
one.
I call
that
this.
one there. Yeah,
I
yeah.
call this
Let's get a side-by-side.
Surfer.
I didn't even
seeing-
realize that was surfer.
Surfer seeing Galactus use the space toilet in making asteroids. Is what I told my wife. 'Cause this is like,
That's the. That's yeah. It's the.
it's
surfer
almost like
before-
that Pikachu. Like
It's the surfer before he inseminates the egg.
You know, that's not the worst sketch I've seen though. Like, we were opening a box in Watch Me Open just this weekend,
mhm.
and I can't remember what set it was, but it was one of those boxes that had a sketch guaranteed.
I was in that break.
Did
It
you
was
see?
2008 masterpieces.
Yes.
That's what this is.
That's what that
this
was? You
No.
This is not
No,
that
no,
sketch.
no.
Oh,
This
oh,
is
I was
a-
gonna say.
This is to kind of show you like the night and day. Like sometimes you
Yeah,
get
because
like
he had like 17 packs or something like that didn't sell, and he broke the box, and he was just going to keep the packs. Then somebody said run them back.
Everything, right?
Well, he had initially he had sold packs, and he didn't sell everything, so he opened the box, and he was going to keep packs, but then the sketch didn't get hit,
Right.
and then he ran them back, and some people bought all the packs,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
and the sketch got hit, and
It was horrible.
it was bad.
It was.
It was bad. It looked like somebody took a marker and went.
Yep.
Oh,
Exactly.
man.
No
And
color. Nothing. It was
Nothing.
horrible. It was so bad that the artist didn't even sign it. So.
I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't even. I think it was so bad that he didn't even take a picture of it and put it on his like Instagram.
That was a
or
mayo
anything.
and bread sketch in that break. The girl from
oh, so
Town.
that was one like this where it looks like he did it on the toilet as
The
well.
girl from Power Pack.
I wish it looked like.
Yeah,
that.
he
Retro
didn't,
has a
he
good
didn't even
question
share.
too,
Yeah, I was
which
gonna
could
get
be
to
a
his
whole
there.
episode, honestly.
What do you think of Catalyst to drive younger demographics into the cards and comics? Chat, and feel free to jump in on any of these questions too. Because I know there's some of you out there watching that have
Price,
way more experience in
availability,
this industry
I
than
mean,
Yeah,
we do.
retail product probably,
Yeah.
like getting it.
I think that's
in-
where the
younger
sets that they've been
people's
having the blasters available and having the ability to hit hits in them will definitely help.
I would love it
Advertising.
if they took the Pokemon approach and had like different tiers where you could actually just buy a single pack or, for $4 or $3 or whatever it is, and then have 3-pack and then a blaster box that is like 25 or whatever. Like give it different price tiers so that at least kids can try it out with a single pack and then figure out if they like it. Like I think that's what needs to happen next for Upper Deck, but I don't know if they're gonna take that approach.
We
with
talked a little
Marvel.
bit about that, like having like the Pokemon level. Like you
Yep.
have a pack, you can buy
Yep.
just a pack
Yep.
that's already pre-sealed. You can buy a blaster box. You can buy a mega box. You can
Yep.
buy a hobby box, and then those are your options. And then you have e-pack.
Yeah, Pokemon doesn't get to the hobby box level, but it's
Right.
kind of the same concept.
Yeah,
And
the
we
mega
talked
boxes
about
are kind of
this,
like the mega boxes are kind of like the ETB boxes, and then the equivalent would be a hobby box versus a booster box.
booster box, right?
Yeah,
The other issue is that
Um,
the fact that some people don't even know there are Marvel cards because there's no actual advertising budget.
they don't market it.
They don't have a
leave it-
presence
They
at
leave it up to
cons.
social media.
It's people having to, like dealers having to show up, like or vendors showing up and being like, okay, well, I've got my table set up with Marvel cards, which is few and far between. But Upper Deck just doesn't come to the table at all. They want people like us to actually talk about it and bring
Right.
awareness to it.
Well,
you
that's
know?
the other thing I was gonna say is, I'll vend card shows or whatever on the weekends or, randomly. even at MegaCon, I was down there in Orlando, and Dave and Adams was there, and I walked up to them and I said, "Do you have any Marvel boxes?" Because I would have been like, "Oh, great, I could pick up a box here and then go over and hang out and open some packs." And they were like, "No, we have none." And I was like, at MegaCon, a Comic Con,
Yeah.
you don't have
And you didn't
any
bring
Marvel
Marvel.
products? Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh no, it's not." And I was like, I don't get it. Like, there's no push for non-sport, other
Yeah.
than Pokemon at any shows,
It's ass
Um,
backwards logic.
yeah,
Mostly.
but
I mean,
it's on
anytime you
vendors
talk
too.
about-
Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
on us to be out there and teaching people, like, what is a sketch card. Nobody knows what a sketch card is. It's not in sports, it's not in Pokemon, right? Like, unless you're a non-sports fan, you're not going to know, and people don't know that it's actually pulled from a pack. Like, it's on us to teach people, and that's fine. But it would be nice if the actual companies were out there promoting it as well. If they just brought a couple boxes in case someone walked up like me, they could all, they can get rid of 2 or 3 boxes. Like, who cares? Like, it's not, throw it in your backpack,
And that's where I think if Marvel had the licensing and was creating the sets, it would be much better as far as like the growth potential that's there. But that growth potential to play devil advocate is a double-edged sword. You have to have the youth get involved so you have somebody to trade or sell your cards to eventually when they get old enough to start building their collections out. But it's a double-edged sword in that, okay, if you get a massive push, just like COVID, a massive push of people into an industry, what happens? Well, COVID's gone. What's happening to all the Marvel sets?
Yeah.
It's too much, right?
Well,
Too
it's the
many
same thing in
sets,
the 90s with
too many
comic books.
parallels.
With comic books, we had
Yeah.
like, oh, we've got a chromium cover comic now. We've got a full cover comic. We've got another comic. They were just pushing, like, there were so many imprints, like Image and whatnot, and Valiant. They were pushing out so many comic books that it was never going to last. I mean, it's cyclical. Everything like, it's like I see kids now wearing flannel, and jeans like the 90s.
The
Again,
hipsters bringing that all back. People cupping the bottom of their pant jeans or rolling the tight roll and rolling it up a couple times and doing the peg leg thing. Asian and Chunky says it makes you wonder how sketches are chosen to be in sets. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Jorge. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say something. It comes down to you have no head on the top, right? Because like I go to Target, I see pictures of people. Oh, here I picked up a blaster of Fleer Ultra Avengers, right? I've never seen one in my Target at least, right? But then take it a step further, right? Why if you can't afford a blaster of FUA, what do? You'd buy a Caillou, right? Your kid was not going to take care of your cards. I'll buy him some Caillou, but I can't find that in the store either, right? So if there was a head like Marvel being in charge of all this, having a department that managed everything and say, okay, you want to come up with a set for me? I need you to be at all the major retailers selling at this price.
Exactly, because Marvel and Disney care about the growth of it.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what they need, is they need somebody that cares about the growth of it. But just the card company by themselves is like, we don't care. We're making money.
Yep.
And that's the thing, like with with Spider-Man Metal, with all the issues, there was we had like a few, like, not gonna name names. We had some people that generally from Upper Deck that did care and actually reached out to a few people with issues, but then you had people who came in and didn't reply to anything and just kind of was like, partial hype man. I'm not gonna say anything further about that.
Asian and Chunky. My understanding is, so the sketch card artist will take the sketch cards, they will send them in or scan them in, whatever arrangement they have with Upper Deck. Upper Deck then takes them and sends them to somebody at Marvel who is in charge of reviewing the cards. They give their approval or disapproval. If they're disapproved, that's it. The card's trash. If Upper Deck has it in their possession, it's supposed to be gone. Whether or not it gets backdoored, never gets released to the public, who knows? But
and the artist doesn't get paid for that card either.
Right. They only get paid for cards that get approved to be put in the sets. But my understanding is it's one person that makes the decision on all the sketch cards.
Yep.
So to see some of these get through and some not, from specific artists that we've heard it from numerous artists where cards don't get through that do fantastic work. And you see some of these ones that do get through, and you're just like, why would anybody want that in their card set or think that somebody wants to pull that card?
Yeah.
You know,
and I've seen some of that rejected art, and I'm just like, personally,
Mhm.
I would have loved to have gotten that card other than some of the other ones that I've seen people pull. It's just like, art is subjective. That's the problem. You know, you might
find
catch
a
that
way
person on a bad-
find a way that it's not, if it's not allowed in the set, fine, but find a way to have it be still available for people to purchase it somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make it a
But it can't. They can't
you
do
could
that.
create a specific.
redemption.
You
Yeah.
could create or get Marvel to approve a specific, hey, adults only version of this set or whatever. You know, I'm
I
sure
don't think that they could do
something,
that
but-
just because Marvel is trying to protect like their brand, and it just
No,
becomes muddy
I
waters.
understand
Yeah.
that.
But like,
Yeah.
I do wonder. I just think that that the artist should get paid by whatever blank sketches are sent out to them. They should just get paid for
Mhm.
that because they put in time and effort and
Yeah.
supplies into
they- if
those
they do the
cards,
work and
whether
they
or not
return
they
it
get
to you-
approved or not.
Yeah, if they do the work and they return the card to you by the deadline, and they drew the characters that you told them they could draw, whether
Right.
somebody at Marvel approves it or not, you should pay them.
Right.
And the fact that
Check the
they,
crockpots, right?
the
Not even
AP
a
card
primary
they
Marvel
get,
card.
like if they do 16, or they do like, say 40 sketch cards, and they only get like, they're supposed to get like 1 AP per 10 cards, and they get 26 approved. They're only getting 2 APs. They're not getting, a third.
No,
AP.
yeah, I feel like the system
No.
should probably
broken.
change a little bit. And like it's we kind of run into this issue where if there's a balance to both. Like you have to look at it from both perspectives too, but I do think that artists should be paid for the work that they do. And if that means
Mhm.
that they get paid upfront for the amount of cards that they do, because they know that they're going to have to take time out, then fine. As long as it's sent back to Upper Deck, and then you might not run into the problem of having the artist just take the blanks and put them up on eBay.
Yeah.
Can you highlight Swish's comment about I've got a few nephews? I want to
Yep.
highlight on that.
Yeah,
in a
I
minute.
want to cover this one real quickly.
Okay.
Then we'll move on down the list here. Not gonna lie, if I didn't see Peach at NYCC last year, then realizing she had Marvel cards, I probably never would have come back into collecting Marvel cards. Excellent point. There are artists out there, Peach Momoko, Ash Gonzalez, Dre, all these big name artists that are out there that if you didn't see them at cons, you'd never know they had cards, and they have the ability to pull people into collecting cards.
Yeah.
Get them sets.
I mean, look at the impact that Dave Palumbo had. He brought in a whole new audience to Marvel,
Yeah.
Yep.
Swiss says a few nephews try very hard to get them into it. They love the stuff. If they think you're cool, then they'll think the things you are into are cool. We got to be cool at the same time.
So
Agreed.
I just want to highlight on that. So what I do is, and anybody wants to do this idea. So with all my like surplus cards, I have so many Spider-Man metal cards. I have like 9 full sets. So I got some big cards, sold some big cards, reloaded, and I've got 60 rainbows up to red PUGs. So yeah, I went insane. But anyway, what I do is I'm taking a lot of cards, pulling out like additional bases I have multiple cards of, and I'm making like I just bought a bunch of like slab bags, like these little one-touch resealable bags right here. And I'm basically filling up like 10 base cards in each bag. And what we're going to be doing is at my nephew's house, my sister's organizing with some of his friends and their parents. We're going to set up tables, and we're actually going to have like a thing where they can pull a bag out. They'll get a couple cards, like, oh, you got a Hulk card. I like Spider-Man. Well, I like Hulk. We're going to sit them down at the table, and we're going to have them at those tables. Yeah. My hope is that gets the spark ignited for those little kids who are like 8, 9, 10 years old to actually realize there's some really cool Marvel cards. Across the Spider-Verse is coming out.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of Into the Spider-Verse cards that are ready to go for that trade deal. Like for that little play date, basically. But I hope to make that kind of an annual thing at his house where we just go in and I'll bring more base cards in, or I'll actually I might put a sketch card. It's not going to be the mail and bread one. Actually, it may be the mayo bread one, but I'm gonna put like insert cards in there too, like gold parallels and stuff like that, so they can see like, oh well, hey, I like that grandiose card. Would you take 3 of my Spider-Man cards for that grandiose card?
We were doing that at shows with like Pokemon. Like we'd open up with a whole bunch of boxes and we take like all the hollows, the reverse hollows, a couple V cards, stuff like that, put it in the packs, and we just give them out to the kids. Like, hey, if your mom and dad say it's okay, go ahead, take one.
Same thing with Halloween. They got kids dressed up as Spider-Man. They've got kids dressed up as Iron Man, other characters. I specifically make packs. Yeah, I make packs, and like I have so when COVID hit, I was one of the people who made one of those giant like PVC tube candy launchers. So I was throwing like just shooting. I had like a little like a ladder basically, and then like
they get down to the end tube. It's just cards going everywhere.
It's just it's in the one touch bags basically, and I would just shoot them down. I'd have like a Miles pack set up. I'd have another Iron Man, Spider-Man. I even had like some DC cards for the occasional Batman who would walk by, and just little kids, like they were like, wow. I made sure they were age appropriate, no scantily clad, cards basically from the what is that? That Rittenhouse set with that Jubilee card. Looks like she married a tech bro. But yeah, no, I just
the Embrace cards.
No, this was the archives. The archives card.
Oh,
There's one with her like short hair and just My wife's like card. She's like, that's not Jubilee. Like, yeah. But anyway, I'm getting off topic.
but if you look at it, when you go to the stores and you look at the albums, right? Like Spider-Verse album, Avengers album, those things sell out very fast, and the sticker boxes, they sell out fast as well. I mean. Why wouldn't they sell out fast? You have like the most, the biggest movie hits in history of movies are Marvel movies, right? What more advertisement do you need to provide a kid, right?
Yeah.
Find a way to put.
I think the problem is the movie's not coming out and the set's coming out right then and there, right?
Yeah, it's coming out 6, 7, 8 months later,
right?
Because they're pulling images from the movie, but the movie's done far enough in advance that they should be able to still get those. They got to find a way to work with the studios,
of course,
to get. That's why I think if Marvel and Disney had the licensing again, these sets would be coming out almost the exact same time the movies would be.
That's exactly what needs.
All the coloring books and everything that come out for these things would have perforated cards in them.
Yeah,
that just like in the 90s, you could peel them out if you wanted to, or you could leave them in there. And think 20, 30 years, these kids are going to have nostalgia now for the same things we do. And that keeps the hobby growing.
Exactly.
Matt says Upper Deck's supposed to pre-screen the sketch cards.
Jim is I think Upper Deck can do it, but he has a point about Fanatics like pushing cards at sporting events. I think it makes more sense because I think that the owner like owns the 76ers or something. So I think there's a 1-to-1 correlation there. Like, I don't know if they're ever gonna. How would you do it? Like hand out cards at movies? I guess. Like, I guess you could do promos again, right?
You'd have to find a way. You'd have to find a way. Like some of the smaller comic book shops have like their magic displays. Like you'd have like the candy stuff there, and then you'd have a display with Marvel cards.
Well, what about do that with movie theaters? Because like for AMC, when the Star Wars came back out with the Force Awakens and those movies, they had a whole line of really nice, like fully detailed art. I have them. I don't know where they are. They're one of my 8,000 poster tubes I have over there. But yeah, they do have like things they give away. Like that.
And it's kind of like the Pepsi cards that Jorge was showing off earlier. Yeah. Like you can do more promotional cards that aren't in set, or that could be tied back to sets, but it could be more of just like,
well, you could do,
here's what you're looking at. You know what I mean?
If you were Marvel, it would make sense. Get Upper Deck to make you promotional packs, 3 cards per pack. Like they did with the Halloween sets back in the day and whatever else, and the prototype packs and the stuff they'd give out to the dealers and at the movie theaters. And every time you had a movie come out, here's some clips, make promotional packs. They could all be exactly the same, and you only got to make 3 damn cards and just make 1 billion of them.
Right.
And you just hand them out at the movie.
Yep.
Yep.
The Ancient Mew in Pokemon, there's 1 million of them, but people still love them because they have nostalgia for it.
Getting cards at the movie theater was huge as a kid, and I remember getting Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in style. They need to start doing these. Absolutely they do, but I don't think Upper Deck has the ambition to.
It's probably just probably a lot of moving pieces. Trying to get like AMC.
Well,
Also,
they're trying to catch up,
right.
And now you need to get Marvel on board with doing something like that, or being the driving factor of it. Then you have to get AMC and all the other movie theaters on board with doing that.
I think
there's a lot involved.
We have to start looking at Marvel cards in like 2024, 2025. Like nothing is going to happen the rest of this year. They're just trying to get through the backlog. But then once that happens, I think those are when these types of conversations are going to be really insightful and also helpful for them, because I'm sure that they're already having conversations like this too. We can't be the only ones, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're a year out before they're out of the shits, you know.
So,
Matt, but I agree with Matt here that right now they do have the guaranteed revenue versus building up teams and risking losing money. But I think they should be able to see that their audience is large enough that they can make it grow, and they don't really have to put themselves at risk of losing money either.
So these Caillou sets that come out, who do they pay their royalties to?
I don't think anybody, because it's coming from countries that don't have copyright restrictions.
No, the Kakao and all that.
Yeah.
I think those are licensed by Disney, aren't they? They buy the Disney license. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure.
I didn't realize they were licensed at all. I thought they were just using the imagery and stuff.
I don't think so.
I could be completely wrong.
They have the license.
I would think with Disney's big push into Asia, because they have Shanghai Disney and Hong Kong Disney, and Shanghai Disney is only going to be getting bigger. I think that the Chinese government would probably crack down on if it was just some company making those cards and shooting them out, more than likely, because they don't want to make Disney super mad. So I think it is a licensing thing where they probably do pay for that license. But yeah, I don't know. We don't have those details because it's all behind closed doors.
Why don't you see it massively in retail stores then, right?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Why don't you see them massively in Walmart or those kind of places?
I know they're on Amazon, but I think it probably has to do with a lot of grocery stores and other like big box stores. There are agreements basically. Like I used to work in music stores, so just to give you a little insight, basically for back in the day when you would walk into a music store, when you have what's called an end cap, where like in the grocery store too. When you walk in a grocery store and you see product on the very end of an aisle, that is an agreement that's been reached by the actual producer or the company that owns that product. It's not actually the store making that decision on what goes on that end. The actual company pays the store to put that product on the end of the aisle, where it's more visible. So the same thing with music CDs. Like when we would get a major release by a certain artist, we would get basically, the company would get money, promotional money paid to the company to put an end. And I was a field marketing rep for Sony. So what I would go out and do is I would go to stores and actually make displays. And I would also check to make sure that like certain product was in the position it needed to be in. And if it wasn't in, then I had to write a report. And then that company would get like fined basically by Sony. So
Jim says that Kakao and White Shorts both have licensing for those products. Yeah. So that would make sense. Matt, I agree with this 100% that they are short-term focus with what they're doing, and if they looked into their history as Upper Deck as a company, that would explain why they lost the sports licensing, and you'd think they would change their mindsets.
Yep.
And look long-term a little bit. I don't know, does Marvel have a French line?
I think Panini has the EU license, so I don't know, but
could be.
Yeah,
that could be what that is then.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, you just commented there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the EU's Panini, just like you said, Malfi. So, well, gentlemen, I'm about to pass out. I've been up since 4 a.m. So.
We start a half hour early, and all we do is just go a half hour longer than a normal 2-hour show.
We do. But hey, time flies when you're having fun, honestly. And you're in company.
Me and Jorge, we got a couple more hours in us. It's only 9 and 8 o'clock. So.
Dude, he's on the East Coast. He's got to go to sleep,
guys. No, I'm gonna wrap this up too, so I can spend a little time with my family here. But guys, thanks so much for coming out and hanging with us again tonight. Appreciate chat for being here and participating. You guys rock. Jorge, thank you for being here, man. That was awesome. Seeing those
Yeah, it was
sketch
great
cards.
meeting you.
Absolutely, man. So, what do we got next week? What's our next
Unbound on Monday. Who knows?
Unbound on Monday. Josh
It's
on
a
Friday.
holiday. Dear God, help us all.
Whew, yeah.
Remember Carnage? That was a nightmare.
God.
I think we're just hang session next week, unless there's anybody in
Yeah.
chat that wants to join us and come on and talk about or open or share or whatever. So I think next week on our calendar is just hang session.
Okay.
No, it's not.
No.
Nope. He's in the chat and I screwed it up. It's
Yeah.
in my damn calendar.
I was about to say, wait a minute. I know there's somebody coming on.
There is.
It's okay.
Yes, I forgot. And I didn't forget. It's in my calendar and I would have saw it. Captain Crockpot's going to be here next week.
Yeah.
He's going to be opening product. So you guys will get to meet him. If you haven't checked out his channel already, check out his channel. He's got one video up and I got to be his first guest. So we opened some X-Force cards. So
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, next week, Wednesday, we'll have Captain Crockpot here. He's going to open some cards for us and hang out and chill. And then looks like we have, we have the next 2 weeks lined up. We had another artist on June 7th too.
Yep.
June 7th. So that's going to be fun.
Yep.
So
guys,
don't forget. Yeah, we're trying to keep the pipeline built out so that way if we have any cancellations, we have some time to.
And another plug for MentalCon.
Another shameless plug for MentalCon, guys. Retroverse cards. If you're interested in donating to Wounded Warriors to help them out, great cause for the vets to help them with all the things that they go through. Check out retroversecards.com. It's rolling across the bottom there. If you have any questions about that or want to be a part of that show, let me know. We don't have to talk mental health when you're on the show. If you just want to talk cards, we talk cards. It's just a way for us to hang out and relieve stresses. He's going to bring the sketchy vans, he says. Fantastic. Love it.
So this image of one of those vans with quadraphonic
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that.
Carpet, and the giant Conan with the sword over his head, kind of angled down with the lady wrapped around the legs.
And then the black t-shirts from Alonzo's house just taped to the windows.
I know. I want to know what's behind the damn shirt.
I think I know what's behind it, but I can't say either. So
well, you're just guessing. You don't know. Throw a guess.
None of us know.
I think it's a painting of Black Panther.
I think it's an Amazing Fantasy 15. No, I don't know.
Oh, dude. Could you imagine if he went and picked one up?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then had his comic cut framed in with it.
That'd be cool.
Oh, Armando's going to slip. Armando, sign into your other account and post it.
Link 6237.
No.
That's right. We don't know who that is, but they spilled the beans.
Yeah, no, we'll make
create a new one called Link 6238. We'll never know.
We'll let him have
we gotta let him share it in his own time. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
I love little teasers and stuff. So, all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. We'll see you guys all again Monday.
Thanks, friends. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Later.